What's going on, people? Welcome to Throwdown Your Questions, episode 301. I'm your host, Tony Polanco, and tonight I'm joined by Emilio Lopez.
Sup, people? I'm back. I'm throwing down your questions.
Also back, Mr. Chris Seeley.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
Sound tired as a motherfucker. All right, we got Carlos Romero.
Adam, it's $700.
Damn.
It's a good price for 380, son. I'm telling you.
Two Xbox Series X for that shit.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I put a layaway plan together for the expansion of a hard drive, 1 terabyte.
And of course, right there talking, Mr. Adam Vale.
What's up, everybody? Happy birthday, Mike and Joe and Tina and everybody else out there. I see you.
All right, and Brian Manjoma.
What up, guys? What up?
All right, Brett. He'll show up when he shows up. You already know how that
Brett
goes.
of
Man.
the Wild.
A couple of things before we start. So yeah, episode 301. So we've made it past the 300 point, and which also means we have a contest. When I want to give a shout out to Piggy Dan for winning our very tough contest. He was the only one that got the question right. Like that was a tough one. I've been waiting that for years. I was like, okay, that intro song that we played on Twitch, I'm going to use that one day, man, because not a lot of people knew that. If you guys want the details of that, check out episode 301. We'll give you all the details of, all that, where that came from, because it's a story. There's a story behind that, but shout out to Piggy Dan for that, also, and this will inform some of our topics tonight. Your boy out of the blue, wild hair up my ass, I brought Tony's take back, man.
What is this?
I brought Tony's take back, and the video's doing very well, so I'll try to do more of those. I was just like, I gotta talk about this all fucking day, just thinking about this shit, and the thing is, like, I'll get more to it, but I was like, I could go on Twitter, say what I wanted to say, but it's like, okay, I could do that and then have a bunch of idiots storming my fucking comments, or I could just do a quick 7-minute video, get my thoughts out there, and it helps the channel, so it works, what it is. And I'm just keeping it real right now, being very sincere, right? I've noticed that, the more, like, the bigger I've gotten on Twitter, more haters I got to deal with. It's like, shit,
Always gonna hate.
The old saying, the old saying is true, man. Life is like a video game. You're on the right path when there's enemies in your way. So that's what happens to me.
I also think you have I think there are people that have a large followings that don't experience as much as you do, but I do think that you have a very blunt way of speaking, and even when you're writing, and that at that point that just instantly sets people off.
Oh yeah. And, my writing is even blunter than when I talk. Because I got to get right to the point. Also shout out to Paris, because he's we were just talking about him before the show and stuff, like how he got big. He has to deal with so much shit now. He's always sending me pictures like, yo, Tony, look at this guy said, look what this guy said. It's like, damn, he didn't have to deal with that shit before this year.
Paris is also that way too, where he's very blunt and
yeah,
and he'll be, when he says I don't care, he'll laugh in your face that he don't care.
Yes, yeah, that's the thing, he'll laugh. I don't do that.
That could be misconstrued as super villain shit. It's like, you're stupid.
I'm stupid. No, you're stupid. Oh man. Yeah. Anyway, let's get into it, because we do have a lot of questions. So this is not only like new questions that we got for tonight, but also some leftover questions from last week that we didn't get to because they were video game related. We wanted to just keep it to just outside of games. By the way, also shout out to all of you guys in the panel, man. That was a 4-hour show you guys went through, man. That shit is crazy. Yo,
man.
Like, I know Adam's used to that shit, doing 6-hour, podcasts and shit, but
it's bad when you have people on the panel falling asleep, and that's happened during WrestleCast. Well, we've had people just we had people get drunk. We had all kinds of shit.
That one dude you had,
he started slurring, and you see him on the camera like dipping down. I was like, oh shit.
Well, we keep the professional throughout. Nobody fell asleep. Nobody got drunk. Oh,
I mean, and that, shout out to the people asking the questions.
For real, man. You guys are crazy.
It's all about engagement, though. You got to keep the action rolling and keep everybody awake.
And here's the thing: we didn't have any drop off with the audience. 4 hours, the number stayed the same. Like, damn.
Oh yeah, it's really consistent.
They stayed consistent. I think we had like maybe 4 people drop off for 4 hours. I'm like, yo. So shout out to us. Shout out to the fans, man. All right. Before we start, actually, no. Before we start, nothing. We're getting into this right now, man. So first up, Mr. Lego Bro. All right. I see a lot of Sony fans getting hyped for the show on Wednesday. He's talking about the PlayStation Showcase. What I, the thing that prompted me to do the Tony's Take. But also, I see a lot of unrealistic expectations with the next God of War and Final Fantasy 16 being thrown about. What do you all expect for this 40-minute show? I want the price and gameplay for the launch title. All right. So we have an alternate question for this, right? It's kind of like this, but a little different. So for this one, we're going to keep it to the realm of reality. What do you expect Sony to show us at the show? Now, what do you want? What do you expect them to show you?
Price, and because of those emails that they sent out about everyone, get ready for the pre-order, just sign up if you definitely want to get it, and those to go live. So they're going to say, hey, here's the price, and it's like, okay, this is what we're expecting. That's coinciding with what Microsoft said, but we're going to one up because the pre-orders and everything going live now based off of what we launched out with like 3 weeks ago or some shit. So I think they're going to try to one up on that way because the pre-orders for the Xbox, when is that? Later at the end of the month,
September 22nd.
September, yeah. So it's not this week coming; it's the week after. So, yeah, I could see them trying to get a jump on the pre-orders. Right, try to get people's monies first. So
yeah,
I could see that.
You think it's possible we may get the pre-orders that same day?
Yeah, I think that's how you get the jump. That's how you get the jump on the conversation because everyone's automatically assuming, well, we're going to hear the price, right? That just makes sense. Well, how do you drop the mic on this? You're like, all right, here's the price and pre-order live now. Go ahead, click. Give us your money. That's it. Run your pockets. That's what they're going to try to do. Get that early.
Shout out to Brett. Showed up.
What's up, Brett?
What up, people?
See, he's going to be one of them too. Clicking. That's what I'm saying. They want to get those people early, right, Brett? Brett, if you find out on Wednesday, if Sony says here's the price and it's a pre-order right now, right? You're going to click. See, that's what I'm saying. That's a mic drop moment. They need to do that. That's how they get the jump. Because then everybody that was talking about, I'm going to put money in this and this and that, now they could actually just put that money onto their console and get that set up for November.
Isn't that just the strategy of releasing the console?
No, because that's not what Microsoft did. They announced the console, and then the pre-orders are the following week. Actually, almost 2 weeks after they announced the console.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. Sony's absolutely betting on. Okay, I see what you're saying now. Sony's absolutely betting on FOMO, and it fucking sucks. It's one of those like, I'm going to buy the PlayStation because I want to have both systems, and I've been saving money, and I'd fucking like to go for it. So it's a thing I've been saving money for because that's the whole goddamn point of the thing. So they got me on that, and I know I want a PlayStation, but there is growing ambivalence for like, man, I'm gonna buy this just because I want it, but I don't appreciate the way you're making me go about it. Like they may announce pre-orders before they release the price.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if they announce this on Wednesday, the price, they have to have those pre-orders go live that same day.
Just to go before Microsoft,
to go before Microsoft, and then that'll change the conversation because everybody is automatically assuming. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. We're going to hear the pricing. That's going to happen Wednesday for sure. So
yeah, I agree.
I mean, I might be the only one because I am usually the odd man out, but like this feels like a movie that they've been teasing for so long. I've stopped caring. Like I'm like, yeah, I get it. It's gonna be like $500. Just fucking move on with it. It's not even a newsworthy moment anymore to me. Like it's newsworthy in the sense of like, okay, cool. Now I know. I'd be like, I don't celebrate it or talking about it, like, yeah, cool. That's what the price is. In my opinion, they jumped the shark on this one a little bit. Like there was a peak point of like fan frenzy momentum, and I feel like they kind of passed it a little bit. There'll still be a lot of like, people wetting themselves and passing out and whatnot, but not as much as they really could have had if they didn't wait so long, in my opinion.
Yeah. All right, Chris, what do you think, man? What do you think we could expect on Wednesday?
I think they'll show an actual physical model of the system, both systems.
Yes.
They might actually show at least Miles Morales being played.
Yeah, finally,
they'll have a couple of guys on the stage doing the rope-a-dope, as many would say. Where they're just like, "Oh, look at this! Oh, this Spider-Man!" And this bullshit. But they got that footage pre-cut, but they'll make it look cool. Look at the DualSense. Ooh, look what I can do with the touchpad. And then
show up.
Who?
Jeff Keighley.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, I mean, aren't they doing something too? The Game Awards or something, or whatever the fuck their shit they're doing, the Summer of Games or whatever. I don't know. No, I agree with that. I mean, Miles Morales is almost like on fucking like a hope thing. It's like, oh, I hope this shows something, but I'm like, you better show something already. You know, I just find it crazy how we saw actual gameplay footage of Ratchet and Clank, a game that's not coming out until next year. Yet we don't have Miles Morales, which is supposedly a launch game. You know, so they better show that for sure. I do want to say this because Lego Bro said that he thinks showing God of War and Final Fantasy 16 are unrealistic. I don't think so. Remember, you're talking about Sony. They're not above showing you a game that's like 5 or 6 years away. You know, so I don't be surprised. Remember, here's the thing, and I think this is where people get misconstrued because I said it too. Because the rumor is right now there is actually a rumor that, and I've heard some sources too, just saying, you know, that they will be showing or announcing, Final Fantasy 16. Right? So people are like, oh, that's unrealistic. How is that unrealistic? Because here's the thing, people are assuming that it means that it's going to be coming out within a year or two. No, it doesn't. An announcement doesn't mean that. It just means the game is announced. That's it.
It just means that they have a sexy new trailer or a logo.
Or a logo. Exactly. You know.
Expect a lot of that.
Oh yes.
So you're officially predicting that that's what, like, you know.
No, I'm not a certain person of ours, man. I don't predict. I am not going to be surprised if they announce it. I'm just going to say that.
So when you're when you go over what you're expecting on the showcase, you're not going to mention that.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just that was a bit of an aside. Don't think God of War 2 and Final Fantasy 16 announcements are out of the realm of possibility. They most certainly are in the realm of possibility. Just don't expect the game to be out in a year or two.
Yeah,
you know?
Don't be sitting there thinking God of War is going to be shown, because if it don't,
Carlos,
then lose your mind.
This is tied. This is tied to a question that we're going to get. Final Fantasy games have been coming out. We get one main Final Fantasy game a generation now. That shit ain't coming out anytime soon. You know.
What? Oh, okay. Hold on. I don't necessarily buy that because first of all, I'm pretty sure Final Fantasy VII was being developed alongside the remake of it was being developed alongside.
Dude, that's not a mainline game, man. Come on now.
No, and if you don't count that one, then we had a Final Fantasy 15. How long has it been since Final Fantasy 15 has been out?
3 years, I want to say.
Okay, so if they developed,
by the way, bro, let me stop you. Final Fantasy 15 was also in development for about 10 years.
And also, Final Fantasy 7 was scrapped. And
they had to restart it. Yeah.
And they also put it on hold because of Kingdom Hearts.
But let's stop at the Final Fantasy. You know what? Let's stop because, Brett, we do actually have a dedicated question about this. So let's stop right there. But I'm just saying, not out of the realm possibility, but it could just be a logo. As for what I expect them to show, I expect them to show, like Adam said, I expect them to show the price, right? The release date, the fucking pre-order date, which I'm gonna go with Adam. I think it's gonna happen that day too, just to undercut Microsoft.
Yeah,
and I expect them to show. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say it.
Do it.
They're gonna announce God of War 2. Remember, it could just be a logo. Just be a logo. You know.
That's true. And they play that music. They just play the music.
That's all you need. That alone would get motherfuckers hyped, you know. But that's what I expect. And and here's my breakdown. I said that's what I'm saying now, right? For the first 39 minutes, you're going to get a bunch of games. They already said first party games, Worldwide Studios games, some third party. So 39 minutes worth of that, and at the ass end of the show, bam, price. And here's my predictions. And as I've said forever, digital $3.99, physical $4.99, bam, and that's it, you know. So that's what I predict is going to happen. All right, Manny, what do you predict will happen? What do you think we will see? Not what you want. What do you think we will see?
What do you think we'll see? We'll probably see a demo. I suspect it'll be for Dark Souls and Demon Souls remastered. That one seems to be a pretty anticipated one. I think it's going to get a little bit of that. You're going to see some first party junk, and yeah, I do think that the price is going to come at the end.
All right, Brian.
I expect some Spider-Mans because they have to show something by now. I mean, it's
gotta show something.
It's 2 months away. They have to show something. I expect them to show console as in or either the physical shell of the console or the actual console, like in its physical form. Because so far we've just seen a bunch of CG renders, and it's like, yeah, it's all good, but like, can we actually see someone holding the damn thing? I mean, like that's been like the general theme so far. Like, Nvidia had Jensen holding the thing, Microsoft had the guys holding the thing. So now it's like, okay, cool. Sony, your time to hold the thing, the product. So yeah, actual physical showing off the console. Dark Souls makes sense. Ratchet and Clank, more of that because it seems like it's the game that they are pushing for. I'm not too sure why, but all of a sudden everyone's just pushing for this game. Fair enough. We're going to see some Call of Duty because Call of Duty exists. We're going to see some sports games, so probably like Madden, FIFA, that type of stuff. We're going to see GTA 5 in there because
Yeah.
I was wondering about the sport thing, but then I was saying, well, EA just has that new partnership with Microsoft with the whole Game Pass and having EA Play on that service. Maybe we won't see it.
I'm sure that they're going to see some sort of sports games. Like, it seems weird that they talk about the console and not talk about sports.
Because I remember one time, I think even this is the current gen, Xbox One, Microsoft had that combo deal where you can, remember it was like an exclusive FIFA Xbox One unit, and they had a good partnership with FIFA. I'm just wondering if they would show any sports stuff. Yeah, all right, keep going.
I don't know what they're going to show regards to the indie games, because with Sony, I just don't know anymore. They just get like some random ass games. They're going to show some backwards compatibility stuff just to say, hey, backwards compatibility exists. Here's something. Again, I'm leaning towards that they'll show GTA as to highlight backwards compatibility because again, it's sold that much that they'll say, hey, your backwards compatible games are also playable on PS5, hence buy our console. And that's about it. I don't. Again, I'm not expecting anything from Sony that's noteworthy these days because all they just do is what they think they should do, and that's about it. It's like, hey, how about you blow me away by saying GTA 7? Sorry,
7. We're skipping
GTA
6.
7. Gran Turismo 7, like, is there on launch date. Like, be Sony of PS2 days, not Sony of PS3 days. Like, come on. So surprise people. Make different types of exclusives. Have like a third-person shooting game exclusive. You have tons of IPs in the works. Well, tons of IPs in the pocket, but yet just wasting away. So yeah, I'm really not expecting anything from Sony. It's like, okay, cool. Give us console, give us games, give us price, and call it a day.
All right, there you have it. All right, Carlos, what do you say, man?
So this is going to be a 40-minute conference, I think.
Yeah, 40 minutes. Yo, by the way, Carlos, man, you're sounding really crisp tonight, brother.
Excuse me?
Yeah, why is that?
Yo, man, what is that?
I got that new video.
Plug your shit, man.
Because Amazon finally decided to send me shit, man. That shit took forever. I got a new mic. I got a new audio interface on my PC. So yeah, hopefully things are sounding good. This is the first time I'm
legit, son.
Talking.
Like you sound like an actual radio personality, like tonight with Carlos Romero.
Let me do something real quick.
Perhaps you're better searcher, man.
Right. Yes.
So I think definitely we're gonna get the Miles Morales. I think that's gonna be the first thing that they're gonna show. I don't think they're gonna show Ratchet and Clank again. I think it's just too much. I think they're saturating it. If they're showing that thing, 3 conferences in a row, and the last 2 were the same, basically kind of the same trailer.
Yeah.
Just the last one was more expanded.
And hence like a new demo of it. Again, like these guys want to. Again, the SSD is like their secret sauce. They're trying to like shove it in everyone's face. Like, hey, our SSD can do all this stuff. Like look at all the SSD stuff that we do. Like, look, SSD. Just keep repeating SSD until people like get used to it as like a thing.
I think the only way they'll show that is in a sizzle reel. I mean, maybe you could be right, but I doubt it. I'm not expecting it. One major thing I think that they're gonna do is show Call of Duty, because there's been rumors about having that exclusivity deal, like for content, and also the whole thing where Call of Duty might launch the same day as a system, November 13th, I believe.
13th, yeah.
So there could be something between Activision and Sony where Call of Duty is shown. Because Adam, you know better than anyone. Have they shown a lot for the game? They just had that one trailer, right? That one blew out.
There's a lot more. What's going on is a lot of the behind the scenes, a lot of the influencers and the YouTubers, they've been able to play it, and they're the ones that are leaking it. So they're putting out all the content that they've been told and what they can tell you about what they've played. And so every week there's more of that coming out. People like Prestige Key and a few others. So they're constantly releasing information through that method. That's the channel. So it's like, you know what, we could do it on our main one, but we know that you guys are following all these other hardcores that got like 10 million subs and shit. Now let them be the voice. So yeah, every day, even earlier today, there's more stuff coming out for it. So they're pushing their info out.
Yeah. So that and Demon Souls is going to be another one. I don't think indies are going to be shown
Hopefully.
It's a PlayStation 5 conference. Why the hell are they going to show indies? What the hell can indies do?
They did at the last fucking show,
Well, they still they should.
Oh, sizzle real games,
You sweet summer child.
Well, I'm just saying this is the last thing. Like I was talking before that this is their like huge rollout before the console launches. This is what is going to get people to get the system. They already blew it the other times, so hopefully this time it's just slightly better. And I think almost a third of the conference is going to be just dedicated to announcing the price and showing the system itself. And yeah, like everyone else is saying, I think their way to undercut Microsoft and Xbox is by saying that the pre-order goes live that same day. And that's how they're going to get it, and everyone's going to go crazy. And yeah, I think that's
everybody open their wallet first, right?
That's it. Who's going to go first?
So Miles Morales, Call of Duty, Demon Souls. I don't think they're going to show God of War or Horizon.
Even
or
announce it.
Titles.
Even announce it.
No, I don't think they would.
Yeah.
Just
keep in mind, Cory Barlog already said the game's in development. That's the reason I was like, okay, that's possible.
Oh, we didn't need Cory Barlog to tell us, man. That's just definitely in development.
Yeah.
I mean, even the ending of the game proved that they already had plans for a sequel to that one. So,
Blitz, would you say your wallet's ready to throw down, man?
For Call of Duty, if they do that, and with the Call of Duty Day One, and with the partnership that I have with some people, I'm cool with it. Yeah, let's do it. But I'm going digital. I already talked about it.
All Day Digital. Yo, by the way, shout out to All Day Digital. This dude comes into the Discord tonight going, AMA, baby, let's go. I'm like, yo, that was last week, brother.
All Day Digital. That's it. No reason for a diss track. Won't do it.
That's funny. All right, Brett, what do you expect Sony to show? Remember, expect, not what you want. What do you expect?
Oh, I expect to be spectacularly disappointed. So hopefully, going in with low expectations, I'll be pleased. Here's the deal. I'm at the opposite of the spectrum. Sony has gone out of their way and broken their own arm to pat themselves on the back. So I expect to see a lot of content that you've seen before. We'll definitely see trailers for everything that's been announced, including Ratchet and Clank, as well as I go as far as to say the new Marvel game, clearly built for PS5. Clearly. When you play it, you can tell. So they'll be highlighting all the games that run better on the PS5, including, like Ghost of Tsushima. And
Ghost runs pretty damn well on the regular.
Yeah, but they'll be like, oh, it gets a boost. We've already been told it gets a special mode, so they're going to come out. They're basically going to toot their own horn about everything that we've seen, and then they're going to throw in a sizzle reel of indie games, and then they're going to drop their possibly God of War 2 bomb, and then that's going to be it. They're gonna
no price or anything.
No. We'll see the price. We'll see the console. Like we're gonna see the whole thing. But in terms of their big presentation, it's not gonna be here are all the new games and all the new things you can do. It's going to be more centered around we're plugged in. This is where you can find all the best stuff. They're gonna be more backwards looking than forwards looking. So it's going to be a very
interesting.
Just say it, man. We're gonna see old Sony.
Yeah, pretty much.
Castle Rice in a show up like, yo, man, this shit $600. Get another job, bitches. Let's go.
He's gonna be like Ridge Racer.
Yeah, no, dude, he's
Partnered up with Amazon to give you a job at the warehouse.
Cass Wright has nothing to do with PlayStation,
Miles
but he's going to show up
Morales.
anyway, you know.
Miles Morales, Ratchet and Clank, special mode for Ghost of Tsushima. It's just going to be. Again, I would not be surprised if to see GTA and Marvel in there.
You mean Avengers or Marvel?
Excuse me, Avengers.
Okay.
Avengers, the new Avengers game. So yeah, I feel like it's gonna be a very backwards-looking conference. They're gonna show obviously everything that we pretty much already know. Like, here's the PlayStation, we know. Here's what it looks like, we know. Here's Ratchet and Clank, yeah, we know. Here's the sizzle reel of indie games that are already on the system, yeah, we know. Well, don't forget Horizon. Okay, that's a fair good point. And God of War. And then everybody will erupt and be like, that was such a good conference.
I think
let's just be real. The thing that people really want from this conference is the price. That's what's going to set all the headlines.
That's what I'm saying. The bar is set so low. I have no idea why you guys think that they're going to bring the big guns.
Well, I didn't say they are going to bring the big guns. For me personally, I just want to see the fucking price. That's all I care. Like those 39 minutes, I don't give a fuck about it. I just want that last minute. Give me the price. What's the release date?
That's my point. Sony realized that they're not going to give you anything of value in that 39 minutes. We're not going to walk away talking about 3 new IPs in development. Suddenly they're coming to PlayStation.
They'll definitely give us something of show us something of value, and that's the price of the fucking console.
You know,
again, that is the lowest bar you could possibly set. Think about it. If you're like, hey, we're releasing a console, what is the base information that you want to know? How much is it?
Brett, don't get me wrong. The bar isn't set low because of me. The bar was set low when they started off the fucking conference last time with fucking GTA 5. They're the ones that set the bar low, not me.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm just saying, the fact that we are all sitting here being like, man, I'm so pumped because they're going to show us the basic requirements for this system.
We just want to get it finalized.
Because we've been waiting all fucking year for this. You know,
the news cycle will bump like it's a big thing. Like, it's going to shove Sony into the news cycle, and I almost resent them for it because all you did was do a spectacularly bad job.
Well, that's the power of Sony.
Yo, by the way, and Brett, you're not lying about Sony being in a news cycle, because who was actually trending more than the Xbox this week? It was Sony trending more. It's fucking crazy, you know.
And it's only an announcement of an announcement.
Sony didn't. Yeah, exactly. It's hilarious.
And at this point, all we have is a standalone DLC for a game we got last year. Like, the amount that they've actually shown and given, like, it's one of those, like, if you paid somebody to mow your lawn, and they did it so bad they kept tripping and falling by the lawnmower, you would stay and watch out your kitchen window because you're like, I feel like this guy's gonna lose a thumb. Like, it's become this grand theatric of failure that I don't know how people put a positive spin on. And this is from a Sony fan, like, to the Sony community, like, how are you or anybody excited about this? Because all I hear is, man, I just want to hear the numbers. I'm going to be excited about the numbers. Like, how far have we fallen that that's what we're excited about? I remember the days of PS2. I remember when the Dreamcast came out. I remember when the Xbox came out. Those days of gaming were the fucking golden age of gaming, where we fucking didn't shit our pants when somebody finally told us when a system was going to come 2 months before it's supposed to be out. This whole situation is bullshit. The fact that we're sitting here being like, I'm happy about this, or I'm excited about this, and I'm in that same boat. I'm excited for them to finally release the goddamn price. And
to be fair though, with all those consoles you just named, none of them had to come out during a fucking global pandemic. You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't matter. This shit was in the works. The pandemic did not fuck up the development of launch games for the PlayStation.
No, dude. If the pandemic didn't happen, we would have gotten this price in fucking June during E3, and you know that would have happened.
No, I don't know that. I think
really, dude.
Yes,
you have all the history behind you telling you that they released the price of the consoles during E3, and suddenly this year, even without the pandemic, they just would have decided to do it in September anyway. You really believe that?
Because Microsoft and them were playing a game of chicken. It had nothing to do
Why
with
were they playing a game of chicken? Because of the pandemic. Come on, man.
So they could dominate the news cycle.
Dude, that's conspiracy right there, bro.
How many people do you think it takes to release small information like that? They had a conference. They could have told us. They've had several opportunities to tell us the price. It's not like they haven't had a platform or a fucking audience. What, you think they just decided this shit? Or you think the pandemic made it so they couldn't
go into waiting? Because remember, we didn't know what the fucking economy was going to be. We didn't know who was going to have their jobs. People didn't know this shit. You know, that's why both of them were holding out to the last fucking minute. You know, I'm telling you, if it wasn't for the pandemic, we would have. Okay, Sony would have revealed the console back in April, and both of them would have had the prices in E3. I guarantee you that shit, because again, it's the pandemic that fucked everything up. And I will give you this though, bro. I will give you this. They used the pandemic as an excuse to extend it, right? To extend us not knowing the price. But I guarantee you, had it not been for the pandemic, if things were normal like always, we wouldn't have been talking. We would have been talking about this in fucking
what about
June.
An announcement date?
An announcement
date? Did they not know when it was going to come out?
No, they knew. No, they said they said that like months ago. Both of them said holiday. They both said that months ago.
Yeah, they haven't released a release date. That's the other thing.
Brad, the release date's gonna be fucking June in fucking November, bro. Come on.
I know, but again, I'm using this as a point. They could have told us the release date fucking 6 months ago. You want to blame that on the pandemic too?
No, that they're using that as an excuse, but it's all
that's
the pandemic.
My point. They're using it as an excuse.
Yeah, are we arguing for the same fucking thing then?
It's just like what happened earlier with Paris.
Because I'm saying if it wasn't for the pandemic, they wouldn't have had any excuses to make, bro.
Exactly. We are arguing at the same time. But it's not that the pandemic actually negatively affected.
No, they're using that as a fucking excuse, bro.
Yeah, exactly. You guys are agreeing about
you're passionately agreeing.
We're passionately agree. We do that a lot, me and Brett sometimes.
Okay, I didn't realize. I thought you were saying that the pandemic legitimately set them back.
No, no, fuck out of here.
The fact that the pandemic
they're using that shit as an excuse, bro.
Yeah, it's they use that as an excuse to delay everything, announcements and
and that's my point. Dick move.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. It's a dick move, but
like Microsoft, they said that Infinite was delayed because of the pandemic.
I can see that because they were that was going to be their crunch time. They basically lost their crunch time.
No, that shit needed more than crunch. That needed a spit shine. It needed a fucking gloss. It needed
that last 6 months of 60-hour grind weeks. Like, I can see that.
And that's why it's going to get delayed till fall of 2021.
No, exactly. It needs 6 months of like 60 hours. You know that developer grind we always hear about? It needs 6 months of that shit before it's ready to show anybody.
And they only realized that after they showed it to the whole world and the whole world criticized it. Yeah,
I think that's the one thing I think was affected by the pandemic because you're talking about shoving a whole bunch of people in a small room in a building, which are highly contagious. Like that shit you can't necessarily all do from home because it's hard to synergize a creative energy. So I can see that is the one thing I can see being rough, possibly because of the pandemic. Just because we're talking a 6 month period. What could happen in 6 months? Well, that crunch time can be definitely affected in 6 months. It was dumb of them to still show it, but. That's the only thing.
So all of the games that have been coming out, they're just, somehow they managed it and Microsoft couldn't.
Dude, Avengers did not manage it. That game is fucking broken.
The game came out.
It came out.
Yeah, it's out.
Yeah, but they're a little bit more protective of their flagship title. Like, if Avengers was Sony's flagship title, they would be in deep shit right now. We're lucky that everybody just kind of forgot about that game and brushed it to the side because it is a travesty.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody that's been able to play that game without it crashing.
Actually, I played it on PC. It crashed on me twice. But we're not going to go down the rabbit hole. Anyway, let's move on to the next question, which is still about the showcase, but it's on the other end of the spectrum here. This is from Tumeke. All right. By the way, I'm going to bounce around between names because I stack these questions in a specific way. All right. What would be your ultimate fuck yeah announcement at the PS show this week? It could be a game, service, peripheral, whatever. So what do you want to see? What would actually get you excited?
I got one quick.
Go ahead.
Order this or yelling.
Collection.
Yes, thank you.
If I saw a fully remastered collection of the early, not the one in fucking Portland, all that bullshit with the smoke monster with Cole. Was it Cole? Was his name Cole?
Yeah,
Cole McGrath.
Yeah.
Infamous.
Yeah, the original 1, 2, 3. Bring those. If there was a whole new version, or at least a remastered, touched up, beautiful, that would get me hyped. Because I was like, I want to go back into that world.
Dude, what about a new Cole McGrath? Like, what about like?
That'd be cool.
I wouldn't mind seeing him as. I know everybody's like, everybody seems to hate him as a protagonist, but
I don't know why.
I don't hate him, but didn't he die at the end of Infamous 2?
He's gone. Yeah, they hinted that he was dead.
Motherfucker has time travel powers.
Yeah, so that's it. He can always come back. But fix those up. Put some spit on that. I'm really surprised they didn't come back during this gen. So at least for the next one, do something. That'd be fun.
Right. Manny, but what about you? what would be something you really like to see?
Yellow. Okay.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I said Maddie, man. Wait your turn, Brian.
Wait, I was speaking, but my mic was not working.
Well, that's too bad.
Well, I'm currently up. I don't
No,
know.
I'll
Manny,
let him go.
All right.
Infamous.
Yeah.
It depends which ending, and if I remember correctly, Second Son takes place in the good ending of Infamous, where he does die.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But even then, I'd rather them just make just a new game in general. Like, I'm sick and tired of these guys saying, "Hey, we're going to like remaster this old game." Like, how about you spend the money making a new game? You know,
like Ghost of Tsushima.
Yes, like start doing that. Stop just remaking old games. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, it's not going to serve any purpose apart from waste people's time. Like, you can argue like, oh, these people can't play these games. Like, you can pick up a PS3 $550 out there. You know, like, just pick it up. It's not that hard.
Now, Brian, let me ask you.
What?
Not to segue too much. Do you believe that there are some games that are timeless classics, like novels, that deserve to be remade and remastered?
No.
For each generation?
No.
Nope.
Are you kidding me? You didn't play the Tony Hawk. Holy shit.
Like, no. Like, every generation should have its own timeless things that you can play then and there, and that's it. Like I missed out on the Atari days, so all the games that came out there that were considered like timeless masterpieces, I can't play them. Like, I'm fine with that.
That was.
And you have to be fine with that.
Or TV shows or
because the medium that they are portrayed in is different. Like, this is the issue I have with consoles. Is like, because it's just on one thing and one thing only. Once that one thing goes away, it's lost. The history is lost. Whereas with books, it's on paper. Like, we had guys writing on stones like 20,000 years ago. It's not going to go away. The medium to give us that entertainment is going to exist. Paper exists. And
Brian, just say what you want to say, man. Just say if you guys were playing on PC, you wouldn't have to worry about this shit because the games are always available. Just say it.
Mostly available. Still, the idea is that no, just let them be. Like, consoles have got this idea that everything must be just theirs and theirs only. So hence, when things are lost, then things are lost. That's the consequence. That's the flip side of the whole closed ecosystem. Once that is gone, everything.
By the way, we're going off on a tangent right now.
I know. I just want to ask him because Tony Hawk just came out. Tony Hawk is just about a generation old. People who played Tony Hawk now have kids that are playing Tony Hawk. Yeah. So I believe like this exposes Tony Hawk and skate games to a whole new generation that haven't had them before. So there is value in Tony Hawk being remade. Normally I would agree with you, but I seem to have accidentally stumbled upon the exception, which has made me rethink it lately.
And they put new skaters in to connect with the younger generation.
Yeah, so Tony Hawk did a great job of portraying the original game, updating it, while keeping true to its roots and presenting it to a whole new generation that might never have played a skating game.
At least
so like, not Tony Hawk. Does games like Tony Hawk deserve to be remade every 20 years?
No, just stop remaking things.
Oh boy, that's a horrible idea. No. Because let's move on. What you got to because we got
we're going down. No, it's just we're going off track right now. Manny, what do you want to see? What do you want to see?
What do I want to see? I don't know anymore.
Damn, I had some happy news.
I don't have anything. There's not really anything right now that's good that would make me excited. So I'm sort of waiting for something new to kind of wow me now. You know what I mean? Because it's like, hey, we could just have the same old story. We could have a bunch of 2s and 3s and 5s.
What's that game that you played with the chick that moved around in the world that flipped? What was that?
Gravity Rush.
Can they make another one of that? Do you know?
They could, but I mean, I wouldn't need another one. I think the second one ended fine, and they're probably not going to make a sequel to that game anyway because it didn't do that great. So, yeah, I mean, I just want to see something. I want to see something genuinely new. I don't want to see a bunch of sequels and stuff like that, which I know it probably is. It's sequels and remakes. That's what we're getting. So,
all right, Carlos.
The Last of Us 3.
Oh,
what?
Excuse me. Yo, what about that? What about that? Yeah, what up?
Maybe they'll show the co-op.
Yeah, I was about to say, what about the MP though, man?
Yeah, they could do that. They could definitely show that. That could be a thing.
I mean, what would be an ultimate announcement? I mean, if this is not really an announcement, but if they actually showed Horizon Zero Dawn 2 gameplay, that shit would make me lose my mind.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
I would say that. I mean, does that even count as an announcement though?
Yeah, it does. Because again, this is what you want, you know?
Yeah, it's what you want.
Yeah. For me, I want, it's gonna sound very, like cliche. Yes, I want that motherfucking Final Fantasy 16. Give me that shit. And I want them to announce that it's running on the Unreal 5 engine, you know? Ooh, that'd be crazy, man. You give me that game alone, right? And with an actual like release window, like, hey, we're just coming out in 2 years. That's it. I'm fucking happy, you know? Give me that shit, you know? All right, Chris.
Honestly, I don't know if this will happen, but I would like to see them make the equivalent of Game Pass.
Oh.
If they announced that they were bringing something like that with your like PS Plus subscription, like put a couple extra bucks and like, first release, whatever, you get it, you play it. That would be huge.
Yo, hold on, Chris, I'm about to fuck you up right now, man. Okay, so you announce that, and they go, yo, if you pay $10 extra to the service, you get a PlayStation 5. You pay that shit off in 2 years, just like Microsoft.
Oh yeah, a layaway thing. Yeah, that would be amazing.
Does anybody here think they're gonna do a payment plan like
no?
Microsoft?
I don't think so. Giving Sony's history, I don't think so.
Just to clarify, was the answer a couple answers that I just heard? What would Sony do to wow you? Was the answer do what Microsoft is doing? I just want to make sure I heard that right.
With mine, yes, I did say that. I said if they brought Game Pass, that would be exciting.
If they brought Game Pass and a payment plan, so basically if they were Microsoft.
Yeah.
Microsoft is an evil company, man. They do good shit too.
That right there is a mic drop to me. I'm like, damn.
All right, let's settle down.
How is that a mic drop when we've been praising Microsoft all fucking year? You know.
We've been shitting on it because they don't have any good exclusives. But everything else, they've been.
Bro, you notice that most of us have Game Pass and you don't.
No.
Yo, I'm such a Game Pass fan. I've had it for years without knowing it, man.
Damn, that was the mic drop.
Yeah, I think we all have.
Carlos threw the mic out the window.
Yeah, Carlos, that was a mic drop.
I know.
You've learned.
Resident mic dropper.
Broken clock is right twice a day.
Maybe once, maybe twice
a day. Yeah. Oh man. All right, now we got off track. Anyway, Brett. Oh, this is gonna be a good one. What can Sony do to wow you, man?
Thrill me. What would they need to do to really wow me?
Yeah, at the showcase on Wednesday.
Announced that they acquired Bethesda as a first-party studio, and they're releasing the new Elder Scrolls within 6 months.
Damn, that's great. That would be crazy.
Well, that would be crazy, bro. Because then they would get the exclusives.
Yeah, they would be exclusive.
Exactly. That's my point. They get the exclusives. Sony would come in and help them polish up a little bit of their buggy mess, which they're renowned for. So you get a higher quality, more polished Bethesda game. So a higher quality, more polished Elder Scrolls is exclusive to the PlayStation. I have no choice.
That would be the biggest megaton in years.
By the way, you could take away the whole exclusivity thing. If you announced that Elder Scrolls 6 was coming out in 6 months, that'd be a fucking mic drop.
Dude, they did that with fucking Fallout.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That was without exclusivity or nothing, you know?
Yeah. The other thing is, the short answer would be deep down.
Oh.
It's deep down, the answer.
All right, settle down.
Yeah. And Brian.
Oh, my answer has been simple since like the PS3 days.
SOCOM.
Simple. Bring back SOCOM. Like, I know that the devs are dead because they EA'd them. And yes, they did. They bought them, they used them, and threw them out like trash. I'm still mad about that because I don't forget. Bring out a SOCOM. But at the same time, don't bring out SOCOM because the devs are dead. So, I guess the best thing, which is a nice compromise, is Siphon Filter. Like, it's an IP, it's there, it makes sense.
I've been saying that forever. Every E3, it's like, Chris, what's your prediction for E3? Like, Siphon Filter, please bring it back.
Those guys are not around, right?
I have no idea.
The guys who did Days Gone, they made a SOCOM game.
Ben?
Yeah, didn't they?
Ben?
Yeah.
Or was it Siphon? Brian would know. Like, no, I don't think Ben made any of the SOCOM games.
If you guys in the chat know, let us know because I honestly have no clue. No clue whatsoever.
There was that crappy studio. What was it? Something 6, Slant 6. They made some of the SOCOM games. You know, the ones who made that Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City? That was like SOCOM, but just terrible.
Yeah,
So
because
not-
Yeah, it was Slant 6 that made the other SOCOM.
Sony Ben did do Siphon Filter 2, Siphon Filter 3, Siphon Filter, the Omega Strain, a bunch of Siphon Filter games.
Okay, so Siphon Filter, yeah, do that. Make it.
And they did Bubsy 3D. Ooh.
No, Bubsy.
Yeah, we don't need that. By the way, I will admit, just quickly, I will get a little tingle if they even show a God of War 2 logo. Just saying, and a certain hammer, you know.
Oh, they show that
shit
again. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Can you imagine that fight?
Yeah.
You just crap your pants.
That's it, dude. I got a war logo and a streak of lightning. I'm fucking done. I'm
gonna answer for Riku. Warhawk 2.
Yeah, Warhawk 2.
Okay, Tony, here's a question for you.
Yes.
Do you think that God of War 2 should be called God of War 2, or should it have some sort of title?
Oh,
then we run the risk of having 2 God of War 2s, and
we already have 2 God of Wars. You know,
yeah, the title. I think it would be God of War.
I think it should be. Brian, I'm going to go with. Okay, this is what I hope. You know, I hope it's a title. Don't confuse
God of War
people.
Revelations.
Yeah. Oh God, here we go. Here we go.
Close.
Remember when like every other game had the name Revelations in the title? It's like, what are we revealing, man? What the fuck?
Yo, man, God of War Ragnarok.
You kind of caused Ragnarok in the first game, if you think about it.
No, Ragnarok is happening. You know, it's already started without Kratos' interference. You could tell. Ooh, Carl, stop getting me hype, man.
Yo, man, that shit would be crazy. Because Ragnarok, with the whole Thor thing in the movie, and it was popular, so they can use it on the God of War. That should be crazy.
Oh, that'd be nuts.
With advertisement alone, man.
Yeah. All right, let's move on, man. It's crazy shit, man. All right, next up, All right, Axel Wolf. Before that, he has a comment here. So first off, I want to say I'm not getting the next Xbox for me, but the idea that I can buy the $300 Xbox, put it in my living room with Xbox Game Pass so my kids can play it sounds pretty damn good. Cool.
Same here.
There you
I'm
go.
in the same boat. That's my
There you
kids.
go, man.
That's what I've been saying.
Yeah, that's what it's for. It's for the casuals, man. For the kids. For the
chillin'.
kids.
Play all that shit. That's their console. I don't give 2 shits what happens to it.
All right, man. All right, so his question is, do you
I'm telling
think...
you. Hold on.
Yep.
I
Go ahead,
told
brother.
you.
Yeah.
I
All right.
should throw that in.
All right. Do you think Sony... Here we go. Let me finish this question, too. Do you think Sony will address all the backward compatibility questions on Wednesday? Personally, I think they will say PS1 and PS2 are being worked on, but we won't see it for at least a year. All right. All right. You know, the first episode of the year, 2020 for Throwdown, we had Hip Hop Gamer on, and he went into detail about the remastering engine, right? So this kind of ties in with that. Do you think we'll see the remastering engine?
The answer is no for 200.
No, it's for 200. Yeah, I don't think so either. And I told Hip Hop this during the show. I'm like, I want to believe him. That would be fantastic. We get all those PlayStation games, 25 years of excellence, basically. But
they will never. No company will ever talk about anything negative at an event. When remember Call of Duty with the Black Ops, when we all knew it wasn't going to have a campaign, it was just going to have Battle Royale. They did their whole fucking presentation, didn't say shit about it, and all the way at the very end when they announced the release date and stuff, we're focusing just on Battle Royale, no campaign. Thank you, bye. That was it.
So what's going to happen is they're going to say they will talk about backwards compatibility with PS4 games.
Yep, that's it.
Or
they'll say if you want your older games, they'll do a rewording and say, "Hey, we have all these older games on the PS Now service. We've just added a whole bunch of games."
Yeah, you're right.
To be honest, I don't even think they're going to even mention the fact that it's not fully backward compatible. They're just gonna, as what studios do, they're just gonna conveniently leave that information out.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what? You're right about that. They'll probably they'll like a Q&A in a blog post the day afterwards, and in there it's gonna say it plays PS4 games. That's it. You know.
Yeah. They
I think I
never
agree
once
with
said
something that
that it
Brett
was going
said.
to do that. That's the internet for you. That spread a rumor to the point that it starts believing the shit. Not once did they ever say, "Guess
They never
what?
did.
We're
They
working
never
on
did.
this system that's going to support 1 and 2." That was all the internet making up that shit. So they can't get disappointed if they find out it doesn't do it. They never said it would.
They're like, yeah, we never said that, so we're not even going
I
to
acknowledge it. Yeah, they don't acknowledge rumors, so they're not going to go with it.
Carlos, what's up?
Oh yeah, I think I agree with something Brett said earlier. I think he said that don't be surprised if they show like Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, I think they might show sort of the compatibility between Ghost of Tsushima and maybe even The Last of Us 2 on the PS5. I think
agree.
that's something.
You mean, or you think performance, the comparisons? You think they'll do something like that?
Yeah, they'll probably have like
that's
loading time.
Yeah, and that's how they're going to tell you, or rather show you, that PS4 games play on it without directly saying it. You know, yeah, they're going to do that. They're going to do that. You know what? And that way they don't even have to mention backward compatibility whatsoever. You know, you say Ghost of Tsushima runs better. There are no load times in this game now. You know, some shit like that. But they'll never say PS3 games, PS1. None of that. They won't even mention it. You know.
Do you guys know if you have to pay extra for Ghost of Tsushima, or will it just re-download if you have the digital version?
Oh, we don't know. We don't know. They haven't announced anything.
They haven't said anything about that. You know, the smart delivery.
Yeah, no,
whatever Sony wants to call
it. Yeah, whatever their smart deliveries. They haven't said anything about it. Maybe we'll on Wednesday. We haven't said anything. By the way, am I wrong? It's only been third-party developers that have mentioned shit like that, right? Like, oh yeah, play our games on PS5, free upgrade. It's only been third-party developers that have said that.
For Sony and Microsoft, and they've talked about all this shit.
Microsoft has sort of talked about.
But I'm talking about for Sony specifically.
Oh, Sony.
No, they haven't said anything anything close to that.
Yeah, because Microsoft has said that shit all day, every day. You know. But we lost Brett somehow. But yeah, I was thinking about it. Like Sony has never said that for their games. It's always been third parties that have said that. Cyberpunk, CD Projekt Red, PS5, Xbox, you get the free upgrade. Another company came out this week, said the same shit, but it's always been third parties. So interesting. So yeah, Adam, we don't know.
I think that's going to be a big issue for a lot of these titles. Everyone's going to want to know what's going to happen. Do they have to double dip? Because then that's just an added expense. Let's say you do want to get the next gen, you're eyeing for next gen, and you're still playing the Ghost game. What do? That means that you have to either shell out more money or just keep your PS4 plugged in.
No, here's the thing: the game's going to run on your PS5. The upgrades, though.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, the game's going to run on your PS5.
Yeah, right, that's the one thing that we do know now. The thing
we do know that. Yeah,
like an HD upgrade. Like 4K upgrade. Higher quality textures. Also, how being that it's running on this new one, what things will we see happening to the old PlayStation 4 games?
Just automatically, what'll happen just off the bat?
Will they essentially be running boost mode? Right.
Yeah, that's what I think is going to happen.
It would be funny if it's running through an emulator to play your PS4 games. Like, we know we could dump all the PS4 games on an external and plug that in through a 3.0 port. Fine, but how funny would it be is every time you launch, it sort of looks like the PS4 logo and all that stuff,
Yeah, that's not going to happen because it's the same architecture inside.
Yeah, that'd be.
Yeah, it's the same shit inside. Right. Anything else you guys want to say about backwards compatibility? You think we're going to get a reveal of it, or do you think it's just going to be PS4 and that's it?
I think it's just PS4.
Yeah, I think we all agree then. Yeah,
it's PS4. Yeah.
All right, simple enough. So we'll move on to the next question, which is what's up?
There's a Milli Vanilli song that goes with that. I'm the king of wishful thinking.
Bringing it back, man. All right. Next up, we got Mob Hits. His question is: how much of an uproar will there be on Wednesday's showcase if Sony announces that the PS5 is $600?
Shit.
Remember that scene in Lord of the Rings when Sauron exploded and everybody fell over?
All we have to do is go on YouTube.
It's gonna be like that.
Is it even on YouTube? When they announced the PS3, somebody must have uploaded because YouTube wasn't even a thing then. But when that dropped, I remember the outlets everywhere. People were like, "What the fuck? $600? That was crazy." It would be similar to that reaction.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now what would happen. And I'm just speaking about Twitter specifically, right? Oh no, Brett, you go next. You go next. Just let me just get this out there. So what's gonna happen on Twitter is right. The Xbox fanboys are gonna lose their fucking minds making fun of PlayStation guys all day. The PlayStation guys are gonna be rationalizing like motherfuckers, man. So both sides are gonna lose to their shit. That's what'll happen, you know. But as for the average consumer, they'll be like, no thanks. Microsoft has a $300 console. I'm buying that shit instead. You know. So to answer the question, what will happen? Everyone's gonna buy a fucking Xbox S instead. That's what's gonna happen. You know. All right, Brett, you can go, man. Oh, let Brett go, and you can go, Manny.
Yeah, okay.
Sure, I wasn't trying to cut in. My dog was throwing up.
Okay.
While I'm here, I will say, my reaction will be not necessarily as surprised, because they're going to use the excuse that SSDs are expensive, and then you'll have a lot of PlayStation people be like, but it's got an SSD and the controller to it. Like, I think they're going to try and market it as being superior to the Xbox because it has an SSD and a fancy controller.
Yeah, but that's not enough, because Microsoft is going to come right back and go, we have an SSD also. So what? Like the thing is, like, unless you watch Mark Cerny's boring shit, you're not gonna the average gamer is not gonna tell the difference. Microsoft could just say, we got SSD also, $299. You know, that's all they're gonna hear.
It was like the HDR thing for 4K TVs. There's different versions of HDR, but no one gives a shit. They just want to know, did they have that HDR stuff? Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to tell you right now, if that happens, and this is for all you old guys here on Throwdown, you know we're just going to be reminiscent of E3 1995 when Sony came out on stage, $299. That's all Microsoft has to say. Every time somebody breaks up the PlayStation, $299. That's all they have to say, you know. So that'd be bad, you know. But, you know, going off of, you know, and I said this on the Tony's Take, I'm like, listen, Sony's not going to be releasing a $600 console. After Microsoft, you know, released their shit, $500, Sony is not going to fucking do it at all. And I'm going to do this publicly on Twitter when that price gets announced, $499. I'm going to thank Microsoft because they made that shit happen, you know. So they kept Sony in check, you know.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
Before all this. So that's for their version, PlayStation's discless version, if they do go the route of the $399.
Yeah.
And for the average consumer who just sees, all right, there's a discless one for Xbox and PlayStation, even if, from what we know, the discless is going to be just as good as the PS5. It's not going to be dumbed down.
It's the same thing. Yeah. It's the same thing. Yeah.
How are they going to advertise that to the average consumer?
Yeah.
I see one that's discless. This one's discless. This one's an extra 100. That one's not an extra. That's cheaper 100. I'm going to go with that one. How do you tell them? No. But there's a reason why it's still 100. You know
see, that's a hard thing because you could tell the average consumer, like, okay, yes, this one is they both don't have this. I don't like saying discless. Sounds like dickless, you know. So you know, this one is they're both all digital. This one is more expensive because it has better hardware. The average consumer won't give a fuck. They'll be like, oh, that was cheaper, you know. Because here's the thing, they don't, you know, I was gonna say the average consumer they're fucking dumb. They don't understand shit. You know, they don't understand basic things. So they're not gonna understand. Even if you explain to them as like a baby, like, hey, this one is better, it runs games better, like, well, but that one's cheaper, you know, like, you know, they won't care. So I think in that you know, respect, Microsoft does have that edge, you know, because the average consumer, they're too stupid to understand that that's a GIMP version, you know.
And when people's like, oh no, it's not, just look at every Black Friday, all the bullshit electronic TVs, everyone goes nuts over these horrible versions. Horrible. It's like, oh, it's going to be so cheap. Look at it. It's like, yeah, 720p. Still, it's 55 inch. You know, some bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, horrible fucking products. But people
go ahead, Manny.
I think most of the time people can't tell the difference between any of their the actual products that they're sort of getting. They just want
the deal, the cheap deal.
Like, they'll be like, okay, you know, like, hey man, I got this new, you know, this new 1080p television, and you know, none of the DVDs I have are running look good.
Exactly. You
know, it's that sort of situation.
It's
And I mean, the only issue that I can see happening out of this, and this is just plain consumer stuff, I mean, granted, you know, the moms and dads of now are essentially our age, you know.
Yeah.
But there are also people that are just plain stupid. And they'll be like, does it play the games that I got before? No. because you have them on disc.
Manny, just because of mom and dad is our age doesn't make them not stupid either.
No.
Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. Our generation is pretty fucking dumb.
Informed.
You know?
Not informed.
Yeah.
That's it. We're not calling them. They're not informed. That's it.
Okay. You know what? We can say that. But okay, so Adam, just Manny, people our age, our generation, they're pretty uninformed too. You know?
Yeah. They're uninformed.
So it's like, yeah, that's my only big question about all this. I mean, you know, and then communicating to people like, okay, so yeah, they just bought the S, right? And they're like, hey, wait a minute, it doesn't look that good, as good on my 4K television.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, because the X actually does 4K. The S doesn't. Exactly.
This is the people that, if they are into TVs and all that, then they're
1X, by the way, 1X.
They're really into what's connecting to it to get the best possible quality. So then those are the ones. They may not be that much into gaming, but they are into TVs, and then that means they're into their 4K content for their videos and movies. So then if they do want to invest in a gaming console, they're gonna be like, which one can produce the best possible quality to this beautiful TV that I just got? Those are the ones that'll be more informed. Not so much on the gaming, but on the video.
Those guys would not buy an S. You know, they wouldn't buy an S.
They're not buying it.
Yeah, they're not. You know, the S is for
They're going based off of the disc. Yeah, they're into the whole 4K world.
Yeah. All right. Anybody else? What would happen if this console was $600?
Oh, yeah. I think I already said it. People are just gonna lose their mind. It's gonna be bad.
Yeah, it'll be bad. It'll be the PS3 all over again. You know,
it'll be the PS3 all over again. And how are they gonna walk that one back? Especially, and you know, Brett and we've been saying this before. How are they going to walk that back, especially when seemingly from the surface level, Microsoft is offering almost exactly the same thing? Actually,
and here's the thing, again, the average consumer won't know this, but on paper, the Xbox Series X is more powerful than the PS5. So
exactly.
So the weaker console is going to be more expensive. Does that sound familiar? Doesn't that sound familiar?
How would you be able to quantify that to a person?
You wouldn't. Don't forget, you also. One has full backwards compatibility. One really doesn't. One has Game Pass. One doesn't. Like when you start making notes on paper, it's very skewed.
Yeah.
Do you get anything?
Let's just be real here. There's no logical reason for this PlayStation to cost $100 more. So Sony can't justify that. You can say SSD. Fuck that. Microsoft has an SSD. You know, you cannot justify that price. And after Microsoft laid that on gauntlet, Sony cannot justify that price whatsoever.
Even if they threw in something like an extra controller or an additional game in there, I still think people would complain about the price.
Of course they would.
Well, yeah, that's not going to justify it, and it would be almost like marketing suicide to do it after, like as Tony said, Microsoft just set the goal, right? And if they still go, nah, fuck it. Ours is worth it, $600. No, you just performed the reverse magic. You just hit the fucking industry right back to Microsoft.
Right, yo. By the way, I'm going to say this right now for the guys who didn't check out the Tony's take. This is what I think happened. This is Tony's opinion right now. Tony's take. I'm not even speaking as a journalist right now. I'm just speaking as a gamer. You know, Pony. This is what I think happened, right? Because remember, back in May, Jim Ryan said that PlayStation, they're not worried about price. They're more worried about value. What does that say? Expensive, right? So this is what I think possibly happened. PlayStation was going to be $600, right? After Microsoft, why do you think they hesitated? Like, oh, shit. Think about it like this. They announced this thing on a fucking Saturday morning. Who does that? You know, they're scrambling. That's what I think. I think Sony was scrambling like, fuck this shit. We're going to take a hit. We can't look bad in front of these motherfuckers. $500. You know, so that's what I think happened. And again, when that happens, we should all thank Microsoft. And this is why, and we say this on Throwdown all the time. And Chris, I know you agree with me. This is why competition is a good fucking thing.
Oh, absolutely.
It keeps them in check, you know?
Yeah. Because Sony was about to be, like Brett said, Dick Sony was coming back.
Yeah, Big Dick Sony,
swinging. They just pull their pants down and just like bend over. Here's $600.
Yeah, you come in with that big dick and girls like, yo, I'm not putting that whole shit in me. Get that shit out of here. You know?
I mean, was it ever? That was just always a rumor, right? That they were considering 600.
That was the rumor, but again, that was just a rumor. That was just a rumor, yeah. Because remember, from what we understand from reports, I think Bloomberg put it out. It cost $450 to manufacture this thing.
Also,
yeah,
that's right. 450. Now, also, when it comes to this $299, the Series S, do we know if it comes with like a free month of Ultimate or anything like that?
we don't know. Nothing's been announced. Nothing.
That's another big selling point.
The smart move would have been
to last you Christmas, the holiday right there, free games.
Yeah.
So you pay $299 and you get a bunch of free games for that month. I could see people getting hyped just for that.
Don J. Villa, we're actually going to kind of cover that question in a little bit. So stay tuned, sir.
Yep.
All right, man. So that's that. So the next question. What's up?
Wait. Well, before I say you said we should thank Microsoft. We should also thank whoever that motherfucker was who leaked that shit. Was.
Yeah. By the way, I said this. I said this in the video too. Right? Leaks are not a good thing because it fucks up the like. Think about it. I know a lot of people say like, oh, they're corporations, whatever. Like, no, there's real people that work on these things, So it's fucked up that they've had 6 months or whatever working on these things. All their work is just squandered because of some leaky asshole. But with that said, by the way, I said leaky asshole. But with that said, this leak was a good thing because it forced Sony's hand. I'm telling you, man.
Of course, both Microsoft and
of them.
Sony
The game of chicken is finally fucking over, man. The game of chicken is finally over. Waiting months for this shit, All right, man, let's move on. All right, this one is from Electric Pink, and she asks, what are the chances of the PS5 Digital costing $500? So basically the same exact price as the Digital. I've actually thought about this. Like, it doesn't sound that out of the realm of possibility. I still think the Digital is going to be lower price, but it's possible. But the thing is, I thought that before last week. Now I don't know about that because $300 console, bro. See, I think Sony could have gotten away with that. Like, oh yeah, both of our consoles are $500, because there's a lot of good shit in there. This one just doesn't have a disc version. But with a $300 console, Sony has to make that shit $400 at least, because I don't see Sony's not going to do a $300 console. No fucking way. If you look at Sony's history, I mean they've done it with the PS2 and PS1, but not with this shit. Well, so yeah, go ahead, bro.
The only reason why the digital edition of the PS5 exists is because they're trying to make it so they sell a cheaper console.
Yes.
Whatever that perspective is, that $100 difference. Some people are saying 50, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be $100 difference.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
So yeah, I think that the digital edition is going to be $100 less than the disc version, and since we've gone at it at length that the regular, the disc version of the PS5 is probably going to be $500.
Yeah.
So $400 for the digital edition seems. I think that's I'm 80% sure that's going to be the price.
80.
Yeah. The other percent is maybe $450. I think that's like 10%, and the other 10% might be even like 5% is $350, and the other 5% is $500.
Okay, I see. Okay, that breakdown makes sense. But I go ahead.
Scared on Sony's side just to say, all right, well, if people are just going to compare which version is all digital, then they're going to say, well, that one's cheaper by $100. So they're just not going to buy, or Sony's not going to sell that many of these all digital units just because people are doing the comparison of, oh well, Microsoft has one that's $100 less. I'll just go with that version. So I wonder if that's going to force Sony's hand to say, you know what, maybe they'll do like a limited time during the holiday period. You can get it for $299 just to that way during the holidays they can be level when it comes to the digital version and try to sell as many as they can, and then after that,
that's not out of the realm of possibility, but I don't see it happening because they have lowered the prices for they did it before, right? With the Pro when it first came out, then they lower the price for a little bit during the holidays, so they've done shit like that before.
Well, but not with the newly
that's why I'm like I don't know,
But the reason why I'm saying it won't is because first of all, PlayStation brand is strong. It's still fucking strong. We talked about how they're just gonna announce the price and people are gonna lose their shit. They're just gonna announce a date.
They showed a logo when people lost their shit.
People lost their shit when they fucking showed a controller.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then we also talked about how the SKUs and they're not gonna create that many consoles. They even talked about it. They're like, that's why they're trying to garner all those emails. Remember that they're inquiring on people who are interested on pre-ordering this thing. There's going to be a limited amount of consoles. It is going to sell out. So lowering the price, I don't think it even matters because there's not going to be inventory during the holiday season.
That's a good point.
To meet the demand.
Oh.
You okay, Brett?
I guess not. He's probably talking his entire time, or his dog's doing some bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. So I don't think it's gonna. They're not gonna lower down the price. It's gonna the prices it'll release on. They're gonna be, static by next year.
Yo, Carlos, $399, $499, man. You agree? You agree with me?
All right, That I'm pretty sure that's gonna be it.
All right, man. Moving on to the next question. By the way, you guys mentioned him already, Mr. Damien, back in the house. These questions are actually from last week. I believe he has a couple others here too, but so his first one, actually he goes, personally, I think PS5 will launch on November 13th with COD. I agree, Damien. I think that's what's going to happen too, because of the exclusivity deal and all that other shit. All right, so his first question is kind of related to what we just talked about. If there is a shortage of PS5s, this is a two-part question, by the way. If there's a shortage of PS5s, do you think that would help to sell Xboxes? If this happens, how bad a blow do you think that will be for Sony? Now, Damien, this is wishful thinking, bro.
I don't think it will cause anything like that. People won't automatically just start buying Xboxes because of that. I mean, that's like
some will. I think some will.
That's like saying the shortage of Wii U's caused everybody to start buying PlayStation 3s and Xbox 60s.
If they want something under the tree for Christmas, and let's say that by Christmas, December time, that within that month they can't get one, I can see people just scrambling.
I think there will be some, not a lot, but I think there will be some that, like, the guys who just want a next gen system and don't have allegiances one way or another, they'll buy it, But I think, like, if you're a PlayStation guy and there's no PlayStation, you're just gonna wait for the PlayStation. You're not gonna get an Xbox. You're just like, oh fuck, I don't have a system, I need to get some. You're not. PlayStation guys are not gonna do that shit.
No. And same thing, in reverse. I don't think it'll happen. So, yeah.
All right, what about the rest of you guys?
No. I mean, no, I'm sure, some will, it's just by, the sheer fact that there's millions of people trying to get these things, and their advertisement, but I don't think it's going to be, like, significant enough for it's like, oh, well, PlayStation's not going to have anybody else that's going to want their console because everyone else has an Xbox One, Series X or Series X. I don't think it's going to be like that. As a matter of fact, we talked about the Wii. The thing it did with the Wii was, the artificial scarcity made the demand way much higher than it should have been.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, these kinds of things, cause a buzz. Remember the retro NES that came out, and there was like shortages on that, and the SNES, and people wanted that thing. So that's
but this thing is a little bit different in the sense that there's a social aspect to it. You need to remember. A lot of people will get the system that all their friends just got, and so if like 4 of us on here got Xboxes, it might compel 2 other people to get Xboxes. So it just really depends on your group of friends. Like, one of the main reasons I have PlayStation is a lot of my friends play on PlayStation. What if that changes? And that artificial scarcity, that does matter, I think. Like, if everyone's like, fuck it, I'm getting an Xbox, I'm not waiting for a PlayStation, which is what they did a couple generations ago, and then all of a sudden the whole ecosystem moved to Xbox, they had to have a huge fuck up for Sony to break that cycle.
Yeah. All right. What do you rest of you guys say? Guess nothing.
I think.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Oh yeah. I just think, like, that's in the short term, it may give Microsoft a boost, but then there's other factors to consider just besides like shortage. Like the ecosystem right now for PlayStation is huge. So if they can keep that experience good, like if PS5 is like, oh wow, this is butter, like everybody's saying it's great, so I'm gonna wait, versus if Microsoft, like, honestly, I think Microsoft would do better if they could give the Series X and Series S the 360 interface, because my god, if they bring that fucking tile bullshit they have, over, and it's worse. Like if I see WoW ads and everything, I can't find my games for like 5 minutes. That would be fucking pissed. Like I think right now this generation have the worst interface.
Oh
They
yeah.
just added an option now that you can see what's downloading on your home screen.
Oh
Just
my
now?
god!
Wow.
Yeah, you
Now-
couldn't see. Yeah, you
now
couldn't
that's
see it
just-
before.
You can see it. Now it's there, so now you can see on your home screen if you're downloading something.
You would think that would be the first thing they would do.
Yeah, you would think a lot of things, Manny, but
Yeah, no,
they did not think. And
If you
that's
guys
why
saw
we had-
if you saw the UI for the Xbox Series X, it's the same shit. Hasn't changed.
I've
Yo,
seen
man,
some
put them
icy
blades
sculptures
out.
they did.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's move on. Next up we have also Damien. All right. What would your reaction be if Spider-Man is not a launch day title? By the way, I know what he's trying to ask here because he saw our reaction to when Halo was canceled, right, or delayed. So he wants to know if we are about that life. Here's the thing, Damien. If you've seen Throwdown, you know that nobody here is excited for that game.
Yeah, it wouldn't really. It wouldn't. The fact that it not showing up day and date would just be like, oh, okay, we knew that one was coming.
Yeah.
We were more excited for Halo Infinite than
That's
we were
true.
about
You know why? You know why? Because Halo Infinite is at least a new fucking game, a full game. You know.
Yeah.
Listen. I know Spider-Man Miles Morales is going to be a really dope game. It's going to be a lot of fun, but it's a DLC game. Let's just be real here. You know. Yes, I realize it's going to sell systems. I understand that. I understand all that. But let's just call it what it is. You know. Let's just call it what it is. So yeah, for me personally, I don't give a fuck. You know.
It's a sort of a half step. It's because it's the only reason why is even there is because they probably didn't have the time to make a full on Spider-Man within the development time of for making this thing. So they're like, okay, so let's make this thing using the old engine, update it a little bit, and then we call it a day.
Yeah.
It's because they didn't have enough time to get a solid first party lineup for exclusives for PlayStation. That's what happened. Like, fuck, what do we have? Oh, you're working on that Spider-Man game?
I forgot. That's something else I think we're going to see a lot of these third-party time exclusives because we've heard of all the money that they've been throwing around. We've heard a lot of studios agreeing to it, so I'm sure they're going to show that off too. You know, time exclusives and let us know.
Yeah. Adam answered the question. We answered like 6 questions ago.
Yeah.
Oh,
by the way,
man.
so to answer Damien's question,
Damien,
I'm gonna call their asses out, Sony,
Oh.
if they do that. Because how we haven't even seen the game. They've been touting it as the game to get for the PS5. They're talking about Insomniac has been talking about, oh, it's got ray tracing, no load times. Like I think they tweeted that like today or yesterday or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So if they between now, you know, the conference is what in 2 days, 3 days,
3 days.
So-
Yeah, 2 days, 3 days. Yeah,
So in between then
2
and-
days
and-
from the time you guys are hearing this recording. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. So if they somehow announce that they're delaying Miles Morales between then and the release of the console, it's fucking whack.
I agree.
Like
Eh,
how the hell do you?
Yeah. No, go ahead, Carlos.
How can you tell a month or two before the fucking console comes out? Because a month from now, this game has to go gold.
That's
You
right.
know, so how the hell do you know then to delay the freaking game? They should have, if the game has to be delayed for November, they should already know if it needs to be delayed or not.
Yeah. By the way, we should say Demon's question is hypothetical. There's nothing to say that this game's going to get delayed. There's been nothing.
I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna get.
He's just asking a question. That just to make that clear. We're not basing this off a rumor or a report. It's just based off a question. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You know. It's
Exactly.
not pure hypothetical, you know. But no, I think Carlos will be right. We should, again, if this happens, it's not going to happen, obviously, because they haven't even said it. But I would do the same thing I did with Halo. I'll be like, okay, what are you going to play on this fucking system then? You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's it.
By the way, that one game that was that Korra, or I forgot the name of that one.
Oh, Kina, that fucking, it's that game with the girl. That's all I know. You know,
yeah, and the stick.
Game with the girl.
That's all I supposed to do. I think she has like first skins on or something. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, Damien, it's not. I don't think it's gonna happen. But you know, again, a lot of us would be like, eh.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's move on. Where are we now? Mob hits once again. All right. With Xbox coming out with their pricing along with Xbox Game Pass and Project xCloud, is this enough to keep Xbox afloat for the duration of the time until proper first-party games start coming out?
That's the big question.
Yes.
I mean, they said they've been making money. They haven't been losing money. So that the services, that's where they're getting all their money.
No, they flat out said Xbox Game Pass does not make them money.
No. But it's still keeping them afloat. They're not struggling. They're not.
No.
So
it's Microsoft. Microsoft ain't struggling, you know.
Yeah.
It said that it doesn't make them that much money.
Yeah. Fine Greenberg said it's not a money maker, but you know they're looking long term. That's what they're doing, you know.
Yeah, it's their long term investment. So in the beginning, it's not making them a lot of money. Later on, that they're hoping it will.
Yeah.
So. Man, they're gonna get you. They're gonna get you attached. You're gonna forget about your Game Pass. You're just gonna continue to pay it.
So test right now. But you're right. Yeah. So hopefully we'll keep Xbox going until we get some first parties. You know. Mm-hmm. I don't think there's anything more to say about that. So we'll move on. John R. Christ, he goes, glad to join a Discord server. Welcome, sir. He's also joining us in the chat right now. You know. Welcome. All right. So his question is. It seems as though, first question, by the way, because again, I split them up in a specific way, right? By the way, Ronan, if you're listening, we will get to your question, brother. Don't worry about it. We got you. And we will answer it correctly because we went off on a whole other tangent. And I'll take the blame for that. I was the one that caused that shit, you know? All right, so John's question is, it seems as though publishers are hammering hard on the quality and performance of their games on the Xbox Series X. From your experience covering consoles, do you feel this is simply because Microsoft shot their shot this past week? I don't believe there's any reason to believe performance is going to be meaningfully different this generation between the two platforms, but do you? No, I think it's going to be probably the same, you know, for both of them.
Hype to sell their new products.
It's all hype, yeah.
What they do. It's going to be great. You've never seen anything.
They're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you it runs. It still doesn't run Avengers as good. That good.
It's the same old shit. It's nothing different. They're never going to say that. So.
Yeah, so they're going to be. Here's the thing. There's obviously some differences, and again, on paper, Microsoft's system looks more powerful than the PlayStation 5, but that's on paper. On reality, you know, who the fuck knows? It's all about the developers in the end. You know, how well can they use these systems? You know. So I don't think we're going to see any major differences between the two, to be honest. You know.
Yeah. Third-party games.
Yeah, third-party.
Yeah, come on now. You know.
Yeah.
But you know what, Carlos? Thank you, because we'll see the differences, or at least meaningful differences between the first-party games, but third parties don't expect anything different, man.
You're gonna get the. I mean, the whole point of a third-party game is really to give a close to similar experience between every single platform it's available on.
Yeah, and parody. Remember that phrase from back a couple of years ago? Parody. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard that one in a while. Carlos, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I think the only differences are going to be between the first party games, because I think the philosophies between both of the system makers are different. I mean, they're both targeting, you know, the whole faster load times, but Sony in particular is sort of trying to bank on no load times and trying to make that sort of the I guess their own exclusive, while Microsoft has more power, raw power, that is.
I just think there's one thing that could hurt Sony over Microsoft, and that depends how they arrange their software kits so third parties can access the power, is that variable frequency CPU they're using, and that could hurt them if you don't leverage it right. Like if you're like running some kind of strenuous calculation, and then all of a sudden the system decides like, you don't need to run it this fast. I'm going to turn the frequency down, or it's getting too hot, right? Then the performance drops.
Mm-hmm.
On the Xbox, it doesn't do that. It's always at the highest frequency at all times. So that variable rate may cause issues with some things, and I expect to see that for early games.
Yeah, right, I agree.
Yo, I just want to let Carlos talk the whole night, man. That shit sounds good, bro. That mic is legit. You know? Insane. Like, I'm like, yo, I need to upgrade my shit. I'm the host of this motherfucker. I gotta sound better than you, man. Fuck that.
Yo, man.
You sound better than me right now. All silky and shit, you know? You don't even sound like
Carlos,
that in real life, you know?
Carlos, what are you using? Plug our non-sponsor.
Yeah, right? So yeah, what you rocking, bro?
Our non-sponsor is the Audio-Technica AT2020 microphone. It's been held by I don't know what the hell brand this is, but it's a mic mount with a shock absorber thing, and it's all being connected into a Focusrite Scarlett, no pun intended, 2i2 or something like that, audio interface.
That's fucking legit, man. I gotta
And I
talk
bought
to
new speakers too.
Excuse
Monitor
me?
speakers, that shit.
Damn, man.
Yo, they sound legit. I used to have. I was still rocking like 15-year-old speakers, like PC speakers.
Fuck. Yo, PC speakers are always the last thing you buy in a fucking PC. I swear, man. I don't know. I've had my shits forever. You know, like when I bought a new PC, I bought everything new, son, monitor, everything. The speakers are the same fucking shit from my last PC. You know, it's hilarious.
What's kind of funny is that I haven't bought any new speakers, but just so happens that the monitor that I bought years ago actually does have lousy speakers in them, but I never use them.
Yo, Carlos, we're gonna talk after the show, man. I'm like, yo, man, I gotta. Now I'm like celoso and shit, you know.
I mean, you getting jealous, son?
Yeah. You know, even though I still sound fucking good anyway, you know. But it's like, I was always in the back of my, yo, how can I make my audio quality better, even though it's already fucking good? But you know, you got to think about these things. All right. Anybody else want to jump in on this? What the fuck was the question? Performance between the consoles.
Yeah, discrepancy in performance.
Yeah. Anything guys want to add, Brian?
I don't know, but I think it will be better on PC.
You know,
I don't think it'll be
Let Brian
anything-
finish, man. Fuck.
Again, I don't think you'll see much because these days these consoles are just getting closer and closer and closer. Obviously, you'll see something between the S and the PS5, but I honestly don't think it'll be anything that different. So, no.
All right, there you have it, man. All right, moving on to the next question. This one is now we're veering a little bit into tech, people. All right, Frankie B. This from last week that we didn't get to. Do you think Nvidia's 3000 series' huge leap in GPU power and consumer-friendly pricing? What do you think it means for the consoles? You know, there's going to be some console guys that are going to be interested, right? But you know, majority of people are not going to jump ship. You know,
need a good CPU to support it. It's not like, oh, I can just take this video card and pop it in any old computer and it's going to make it a beast. It doesn't work that way. So you still have to justify the pricing. So it's like, all right, if this is what, $700, $700, and then you have to say your PC, and if do you need to make any upgrades with the memory and the processor and the power supply? Most likely you do. So then you have to add that in, and the total cost is going to be over $1,000, easy. So
yeah, I don't think it'll affect consoles. You know, here's the thing: PCs are always more powerful than consoles, but they don't affect them. You know, that's just how it is. But I have noticed, or at least read some things, that there are more console guys jumping ship, but it's not like a crazy amount. You know, but there are more. You know, which is good, which is a good thing. But no, I don't think it's gonna have any big effect. What do you tech guys say?
I don't think so. I mean, for PC enthusiasts, it'll be great, but people buy consoles for a reason. They don't want to deal with PC stuff. Like, I think a majority of them, they just want to put the box in the living room, plug it into the TV, and just go. You know, they don't have to think about that stuff. It gets confusing enough when Nvidia is going to release, 6 different variations of the 3000, right? You have the 30, 50, 60, 70, 80, and try to explain to someone, oh, well, this has 50 CUDA cores and this has 75. What the fuck is a CUDA core? You had me at hello. I don't know what you're talking about. So, it's not for them. Like, they just want to sit in the living room, they plug in their Xbox and they go, or they put PS5. For PC guys though, like, this is a game changer. Like, this is some serious stuff. So yeah, people would be like, yo, I'm getting a new PC, I'm throwing this shit out the window, I'm getting that, so it's a whole different animal. I don't think it crosses over though. I don't think Nvidia smashed anybody's party or anything. I think in terms of themselves though, they raised the bar on PC gaming though. I don't know how they got that performance out of those cards.
Yeah. By the way, I didn't see who said it, but somebody said that PC gaming is for nerds. Gaming is for nerds, bro. Come on now, you know. But yeah, I agree with that. Yo, by the way, though, man, because when they announced the 3000 series, I wasn't really paying too much attention. But then I heard Carlos and Brian talking about it before the show, and I was like, wait, you get all that for $700? I saw the Birdman GIF, like. So yeah, I'm gonna get that shit for sure. We
made a blood pack.
We did make a blood pack, man. So yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, the blood pack, it's not a secret. So basically, we're gonna inform each other whenever these things go live, the pre-sales and shit. Like whoever knows about it first tells the other guys.
Mm-hmm. Because just like
you get the emails before the announcement.
Adam's gonna know before all of us. He's not even buying this shit.
They all sending all the time. Even with that Sony thing, when it was like, oh wait, I had the email like an hour before. They send it out first, and then they go in to do a presentation. Everybody check your emails.
Yeah. By the way, the whole nerd thing it's a joke. Don't worry, I wasn't taking that shit seriously. But you're right about that. But yeah, so we got that blood pack. I want that 3080, baby. But now you just want to know if do I have to upgrade my power supply, all this other shit,
Oh man, you may, this may be an actual. You may have to make another investment in your PC.
I was already ready to do that. It's like 5 years from now, I'm going to upgrade my PC. That's what I said when I first bought it. 5 years have passed. Time has come, because I just want to be future proofed, because I like playing all my games on Ultra. Lately, for the past year, I haven't been able to do that, and it hurts, man. I'm being real. I'm like, I can't. The whole point of being a PC gamer is cranking that shit all the way up and going nuts. I can't do that now, man. What's the point? So yeah, it's time to upgrade. Plus, render videos faster, which is always nice.
Yeah.
By the way, that was the original reason I upgraded my PC. I was like, I need to render these videos faster, and I was like, oh shit, this thing plays games pretty well. Let me just upgrade the graphics card real quick, because I originally had a 970, but I was like, when I tried to play some games, I couldn't crank it up. I'm like, fuck that, I need to crank this shit up. Went to 1080, which is what I currently have. Woo, for 4 years, every game I popped in max all the way, like nothing, But lately, it was like, I have to play this at like high settings now. Nah, son, I need that ultra, I've hit that PC master race shit when I'm looking at I'm hitting 106 frames a second, and I'm bemoaning the fact that I can't hit 144. It was like, fuck, what is that? What am I, a peasant? 106 frames? What is this shit?
Yo, and by the way, the pre-orders go live not the pre-orders, actual sales for the 3080s go live this week on the 17th, I believe.
Yeah, 17th. That's right.
And what day is it? On the 16th is the Sony press conference. So if they do the pre-orders, then that my wallet, RIP my wallet, man.
Yo, you asshole, man.
It's just gonna be burning.
Yeah.
Yep.
It would have helped if we would have known what we were getting into. If these sons of bitches had started giving us prices for
all I'm going to say is
that should have been paid off.
I'm just happy that my bank account is fat because of the Rona, because I can't go anywhere. Like, where's all this money coming from? Like, Tony, you're not traveling around the country like you normally would be, bro. It's like, where's all this? Like, who the fuck's Yeah, that's true. Yeah, right. I don't even go out to. I mean, I do now, obviously, since they're opening shit up. But like for like a good solid 4 months, I didn't go anywhere. I was like, "Where's all this money coming from?" Like, Tony, you're not going out doing shit, bro. All right. So next question is from Lego Bro. All right, what is the best technology to go along with a purchase of a next-gen console this holiday? And this goes back to the question we got in the chat too. What TV do you want to get? Shit like that. So what technology do you think will complement a next-gen console? Obviously a TV.
Okay, that's it. To make sure you have a 4K HDR10 ready TV. That's it.
TV, sports.
TV. That's the key. And make sure it has a good amount of ports.
Actually, I have a question for Brian.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Brian.
What up?
Are you going to keep the same monitor if you get the 3080? Are you going to be still gaming on that on your ultra wide?
My ultra wide is a beast.
How many hertz is it?
100 hertz.
Okay. Not bad.
Okay, keep note it's ultra wide 1440p. Like graphics cards are gonna have a tough time like maxing that out. Like even now, like my 1080, it can hit around 80 frames per second on like high on most games. So it's like I want that ultra on like 100 frames plus. Like I want that breathing room. So
that ultra wide
will give you that breathing room. And plus, it's ultra wide. It looks beautiful. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it does. I have an ultra wide, but I am a little bit jealous though. Mine is only 70 frames.
Oh.
So
peasantry, man.
Oh no.
Peasantry, man. What the fuck? 70 frames? Like a caveman?
This shit, man. I'm fucking falling. I'm going. This is like last gen gaming, man.
Yo, what you rocking? What's your GPU, man?
1080 Ti.
Well,
No.
Damn, you got it.
Oh, no. My monitor can only.
Oh, your monitor.
Support,
Okay. Ooh,
70 hertz. Yeah, but it's like Brian's.
Yeah, with a TI, you should be getting some
2K.
ill shit, you know.
Oh yeah, my TI
yeah.
can probably do higher, but my monitor can only handle as much.
Yeah. See, my monitor it can't go above 1080p, but it does do 144 hertz. You know, I was playing Gears of War 4 like 140 frames a second. It was crazy. Ultra, all that shit. You know.
Ultra combo.
All right, so yeah, TV. You need a TV. By the way, if you guys, I've said this before on the show many times, right? But I'll say it again, right? It started off as an accident, but now I do it on purpose, right? Every time I get a new console, a new PlayStation, let's be real here, I get a new TV, right? It started with the PS2, and man, you remember that flat screen I had? That shit was dope, right? But it was an accident. I just so happened to get it around my PS2, right? And then with PS3, I was like, okay, PS3 is a HD console. I don't have an HD TV. Got to upgrade. So I looked into it like, okay, so the console only does 720p. Cool, 720p TV. They had 1080p's at the time, but I was like, nah, 720p. And then when the PS4 came out, I was like, all right, 1080p now, let's upgrade. Now with this joint, 4K, let's upgrade. So basically, my TV purchases are always dependent on my console because that's the thing I do most on TV. You know, so yep, it's time, and I will be speaking to some of you guys to give me some good advice on which TV to get. And here's the thing, because remember when the PlayStation 4 Pro came out, right? That's when the 4K craze was going nuts. Everybody's buying 4Ks everywhere, right? And I was chilling in the back. I'm like, I'm going to wait because I know by the time PS5 comes out, those motherfuckers are going to be cheap. They are very cheap right now. But they're good TVs. They're not bullshit TVs, you know? So, like, I'm over here thinking, like, I'm going to spend, like, I'll spend, like, $500, $600. I could get a cheaper one. It'll still be good, you know? So, it's a good thing I held out, you know? I need hip-hop gamers TV on my TV. You know, so yeah, I'm definitely getting. Yo, there's gonna be a lot of money spent this year, bro. Check us out. No, so a PlayStation 5, a new TV, and that fucking 3080, bruh. I'm glad I saved my money. I'm glad I saved my money. You know,
got to talk about your cousin and some other people. Can't forget, we got a whole other line of arcade one-ups that are dropping, and they're close to 600. We got
I'm not buying them fucking things, right?
There are a lot of people because of the Rona. All these things got bunched together. So there's a shitload of them. Some of them you can already pre-order, and they're close to $600, man.
Yeah. All right. I don't even know what the hell we're talking. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's TVs. Get a new TV, man.
Yeah. I mean, if you're investing into a 4K for the first time, I would recommend the LG OLED panels. Those
OLED, baby.
Man, oh man, I have one. They're legit, man.
Yo, how's the burn-in on that shit? Is it all right? No problems there?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I haven't noticed it on mine. I've had mine for a while, like 3 or 4 years now.
Oh, nice.
Yes, and they're really thin panels too. And I think Brett,
you can fit more stuff on your little cabinet.
Yeah, you can fit more stuff. It takes less space. It's not as heavy as the TVs used to be back in the day.
You remember them fucking things, man? These big ass TVs, the fucking tube TVs. Yo, Carlos, you fuck.
Heaviest thing to move in an apartment.
It was. Yo, Carlos, you fuck with wall mounting or not, bro?
Yeah, it depends. It depends on where I'm. So on my workstation, my TV is mounted, but on my bedroom, it's not. It's just on top of like a entertainment cabinet, or is that how you call it?
Yeah,
entertainment cabinet.
Yeah, so entertainment center, I think they call it. Yeah.
My wife refuses to put holes in the walls, so ours is on a big stand. We're not going to put any holes in it, at least not in this house because we're selling it. Maybe in the next house we'll put them.
Yo, John, you crazy. He goes with CRT's making a comeback, and we get a 50-inch 16:9 4K tube TV. Imagine that shit.
That shit's gonna weigh like 2 tons.
Yeah, right. Shit, man. Get it. All right. Anyway, let's move on. Where the hell are we? Do we even have the next thing? Oh yes, here we go. Actually, he also did ask us what is the what future we'd like to see for the game industry, but we've actually answered that one before, brother. You know. All right, let's move on. Ronan, here you go, man. We're gonna answer your question because he asked us about Ratchet and Clank, and we went off on a whole other fucking tangent. You know. My
he
fault.
got mad. He seemed pretty mad on that.
Yeah, he was kind of this week. He's like, "Yo, Tony, man, you ducking me. You didn't answer last week either." I'm like, "That's because we weren't answering gaming questions, bruh." You know. But this one we will answer. We will stay on topic, right? He goes copying this last week since you guys went way off on a tangent and didn't answer the question. He goes, in terms of games that have been around since the PS2, Xbox, GameCube generation, is Ratchet and Clank a top 10 franchise, top 5, or top 3? I'm gonna say top 20. You know, it's still it's a dependable franchise. You know what you're gonna get. You know. It actually is more dependable. It's more dependable than Halo in a way because Halo, they've hit those fucking peaks, right? And then they fell down. Ratchet and Clank's always been there, you know. They've always been there.
Always been there. Always been around the same level. I mean, to be honest, like they literally made a remake, a movie tie-in remake of the first game, and it did well for them.
Yeah,
did it? Because that movie
it did.
sucked.
No, the game. The
game did great. The movie did shit.
Yeah.
But even the movie doing shit didn't even affect that game.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, it was so weird. It's like the game was based off the first original game on PlayStation 2, and then they made a PS4 game based on the movie. It's so weird. Yeah. You know, but no,
it's a remake of the first game, but with the movie stuff in it. It's an odd one.
But yeah, so is it? Yes, I would say it's a top because it's not. I wouldn't say it's a top 10 franchise. Maybe top 20. You know, maybe the lower end of the top 20. Let's just be real. You know, but it's one of those you depend on it. You know what you're getting. You know, but the question is it? You know, yeah, okay, yeah. Because I was thinking like, is he also asking what other franchises have done that have maintained that level of consistency and have been around, you know, because Sly Cooper, we don't get those anymore, right? We don't get Jack and Daxter anymore.
The last Sly Cooper game also didn't do very well.
Yeah, the one that was on Vita and PlayStation 4, right?
Yeah, it was a decent game, but I didn't do the numbers of the old Sly Cooper games. Probably because the original team wasn't handling it.
You know, they're too busy working on Ghost of Tsushima. So yeah, I would say top 20 franchise for sure. You know, they're very dependable. You know what you're gonna get, and it's always gonna be good. You know, but to be fair though, there are very few franchises that can say that. You know, at least on the Sony and because like Sony, like because Uncharted has not been around as long as as Ratchet. We also got to take longevity into account. And I'm saying Sony because Nintendo obviously, they have their games that have been around for fucking decades, and those are always of a consistent quality too, But I think he's talking about outside of Nintendo. Microsoft doesn't really have that. Sony does, but that is one of their longer franchises that have been around, Because Crash Bandicoot eventually went away,
Yep.
Yeah, I would say Ratchet and Clank is probably one of their longest, most dependable franchises for sure,
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah. All right. Hope that was satisfying, brother. All right.
Okay. There's top 10 or anything. I just can't say that. That's
Brian. I said top. That's why I said top 20 in the lower end of the top 20.
No, I'm just answering the question. It's
sure,
I don't think you can say it's top 10 because with top 10 you're in the tiers of other games that are just groundbreaking. Like you enter the pool with GTA at that point, and it's he's a thick boy.
Yeah.
$1 billion per year, probably thick boy. So yeah, it's no. And then also you have to contend with Mario. Would you consider Sonic? It's had its ups and downs.
It's not consistent.
Yeah.
Okay.
People still relying on.
And he did. Yeah, because he's specifically talking about that generation up until now. But even then, GameCube had Mario and Zelda and shit.
Zelda, of course, and then of course you have Gran Turismo, the longest-running Sony IP.
There
it's
you
still
go.
There since PS1 days.
Mm-hmm.
What other game is out since PS1 days? I honestly don't know.
Yeah, so you're right. I was searching for that, Brian. Thank you. I was like, I know there's a franchise out there that's been around since PS1.
Final Fantasy,
well, that's been around since Nintendo days.
Okay, so it has to start around that
the GameCube era. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. GameCube, PS2, Xbox.
God of War.
God of War's one. He said not to include God of War. It's like God of War is a top franchise, bro.
Yeah. It definitely sits over Ratchet.
Here's the thing. But I still will say this, though. I still will say Ratchet and Clank is actually more consistent in God of War. There's been some dulls in God of War, Ascension, but Ratchet and Clank is there, always there, the same level.
God of War Ascension, the only God of War game to not get a remake.
Yeah, we need that, They're going to make, oh, God. Yeah, Brian, was it you? Revelations, right? That's the next one? God of War Revelations?
Yep. God of War Revelations.
God. No, Ascension was not okay. It was bad. And I got the plat in that bullshit game, too, just for the sake of having every plat in God of War games,
I actually have it on PlayStation Plus, and I didn't even want to even try it. Like, I'm just not going to.
Hey, Brian, bros before hoes, man. Remember that shit?
Can we go back to those days when things were more sane?
Yep. That was the beginning, man. All right, let's move on. Fuck are we right now? Second question for Mr. Roman. Now we're going to talk about Final Fantasy. All right. Do you think Square Enix will continue the trend of a? Let me finish the question here. Do you think Square Enix will continue the trend of a single mainline Final Fantasy per console generation? Per console generation. And he named them all, but he missed some. It makes me wonder if development is so long now that it takes an entire generation to complete a game, or the more interesting scenario was Square Enix overambitious when they planned out the entire lineup of games around 13, considering Versus 13 became 15. The sequels to 13 were different from the original game, and the other Square Enix properties had their own development issues like Kingdom Hearts 3. I think that's what's going to happen. These games take so long to make now. That's what you're going to get with Final Fantasy, right? But here's the thing. He listed how many games came out per generation, but he started with the PS1 era. We got to go back a little bit, brother. Okay, so here's the thing. For 3 generations, right, there's been 3 Final Fantasy games on the consoles that came out, right? We had 3 Final Fantasy games on the Nintendo. We had 3 on the Super Nintendo, 3 on the PlayStation 1, right? And then things start getting interesting, right? On the PS2, we had Final Fantasy 10 and 12, right? That's it. By the way, we're not counting 11. That's an online game, and we're not counting 11, 10-2. We're not counting that either. So we had 2 on the PS2. PS3, we had the 13. That's it, right? I know you had 13-2 and Lightning Returns, but we're not counting those, Then on the PS4, we had 15. That's it. So yeah, we're only getting 1 a generation now. So, and I think with the long development times, it will probably continue seeing that. Like, it would be great if we had Final Fantasy 16 and 17 on the PS5, but I don't think so.
Not happening.
Think about it. Final Fantasy 15 took 15 years or something. It was fucking ridiculous,
It used to have a different name.
It used to have a different name, as you have a totally different name.
Of the Lightning game.
Think about how long it took Square Enix to put out a remake. Like it took forever. So yeah, don't expect that. So yeah, the trend will definitely continue, sir. Unfortunately, it's crazy because these are crank out main Final Fantasies like nothing, And again, I realize that Final Fantasy 14 is out there, but that's I hate I'm just being honest right now. I hate the fact that Square Enix numbered those fucking games. Call it Final Fantasy Online, just be done with it. Stop bucking things up. But whatever. All right. Next up, we have Mr. Axel Wolf. His question is, with RPG Maker MV coming to Switch, I've found myself playing way too much of my Switch lately. Have you guys ever gotten into a creator style game, RPG Maker, SimCity, maybe a level creator? No. No.
I did.
I used to play SimCity.
Fuck SimCity, man.
Oh,
Roller Coaster Tycoon for me. I got into Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Oh. Yeah, but Tony, I used to love building up my city and then looking at everything and then burning it down, just like invite Godzilla, cause a tornado, pop up a volcano, and just destroy it. And be like, my
Let me
job
tell
is done.
you, I've said this story, probably going to say it again. This is why I don't like SimCity, right? I went into this game because I bought a Super Nintendo, right? I saw the back of the box, I saw Bowser destroying a city. I'm like, oh shit, I'm going to be Bowser, I'm going to destroy a fucking city. Let's go, you know? Then I got to build a city. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? You know, so I'm there building a stupid little ass city. Bowser comes, destroys my shit. I'm like, I don't even get to control him. I don't even get to fucking destroy this shit. Fuck this game, you know? Never went back after that, you know? But I have played some other kind of simmy games. I'm like, the fuck's the point of this shit, you know? So no creator games for me. I don't even, I like the last game I played of those was, Dragon Quest Heroes or whatever the fuck this shit was.
Builders, Dragon Quest Builders.
Yeah, I had to review that. Yeah, it's not for me, man. It's not for me. I don't like doing that shit. Like I remember Fallout 4 had some building shit. I'm like, I did the bare minimum to get that shit out.
Yeah, I was terrible. I threw the beds in the street. I'm like, here you go, you guys fend for yourselves.
I know Brett over here was creating fucking masterpieces and shit, but me, I'm like, listen, I'm just doing, like they said, build a house. I built 4 fucking walls on the roof and threw a bed in there. I'm like, all right, there's my house.
Yeah.
You know? Like I'm not dealing with this bullshit.
Brett shared played his castle,
and
amazing. I was like,
yeah,
I didn't know how. I was like, how are you doing that?
Yeah, here's the thing. I will say this: I love seeing people's creativity. I enjoy that, but me doing it, no patience for that shit. Just point me at something, let me kill it. That's all I want to do. You know. Brett, you're Mr. Creator Game. You know. So this question is for you.
I love that shit. You give me an opportunity to like build yourself a shack. Next thing I know, I've got like a 3-tiered castle with parapets.
Oh, man.
You're floating. Your floating fortress in Fallout.
Yeah, dude. Like I had all kinds of different ones. Each city was actually different. When I did an entire western town in the giant vault with like 2 streets, and everything I build has to have 2 bars because it's not civilization unless you can say, no, let's not go to that bar. Let's go to the good one.
Yeah.
So I always have 2 bars in all my creations. I built like a Roman villa-esque thing. First, and then I built the western town, and I built a floating cyberpunk city over on top of a pool. Yeah, man, I built all kinds of crazy shit. You give me a game that I can build, and I immediately forgot about the Fallout aspect of it. And it's kind of like, all right, well, this is Wasteland Simulator 2020 or 2016.
There you go. All right, what about the rest of you guys? Creator games, yay or nay?
I dabble, but I don't. I just have too many other things going on for me to invest any sort of time into it. Too busy making art to do that sort of stuff. I know. Here's the thing, and I do this by choice because I know I will get lost in it, so I stay away from it.
The Halo Forge I used to play with a lot. I also play a lot of Super Mario Maker and Super Mario Maker 2, but I don't really create. I just play other people's levels. And that's pretty much it. I don't think I ever got into something that's like just like super creative.
I don't do it anymore. I used to play SimCity, all of them like up to 3,000. And I've tried some like the other sim games like Sim Life and all that stuff, but I don't have the patience for that anymore. I'd be more impressed if somebody gave me a game where I could just destroy everything.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I'm like Tony now. I just like shoot it. I'd be more impressed if you gave me a game where I'm in a building and I could just blow holes in everything and whatever. That I would be happy.
Yeah, what happened to the power of the cloud? I thought I could let you do that shit in Crackdown, man.
Shh, we don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that. All right. Shh, don't say nothing.
It's in the cloud. Don't talk about it.
You know? All right, man. Let's move on. All right. Black Metal Gamer. This is a super hypothetical question because the game's already out, you know? But maybe they could add it through DLC. You never know. If Tony Hawk Remake had Spider-Man as an exclusive DLC character, just like the old games had, do you think it would cause a Twitter shitstorm like Avengers did? Of course it would. It's an exclusive, man. Motherfuckers would go nuts, you know? So I think that's a pretty easy one. Yes, obviously would.
Yeah, it would lose their mind.
Anytime you say exclusive, dudes go nuts, especially the Xbox guys. They don't like exclusives, but they love exclusive when it's on their platform. Then they're okay with it. Isn't that funny how that works?
Even saying it's on PC will cause the Xbox fans to lose their shit.
This is true. They weren't happy about Flight Simulator. As a matter of fact, some guys who will remain unnamed, very smooth guys, not smooth. You know what I'm talking about. This dude came at me, yo, you know what? Fuck, I'm gonna say, Kid Smooth, man. So this dude was talking some bullshit saying that, every Xbox game gets rated a 69 on purpose by fucking gaming sites. I'm like, word? What about Flight Simulator? That shit got in night. He's like, that's not an Xbox game. That shit don't come. I'm like, word? Because I could download that shit on Xbox Game Pass right now, And then, of course, by the way, speaking about Carlos mic drops, then Carlos goes in there and he throws this dude a bunch of Xbox games that had 80s and above, talking all that shit. Kid Smooth, I love you, brother, but you take it too far sometimes, man. I actually met him at E3 one year. Good dude, very different in real life though.
A lot more subdued than the internet personality.
But the exclusive thing applies all over the place. Because I remember even with when Tomb Raider, when that was exclusive for the year from Microsoft, a bunch of Sony people were like, "Yo, that shit debuted on a PlayStation."
Yeah, I remember that.
Come on now.
Actually, Adam, let's go back. Remember when Final Fantasy 13 was announced? Carlos, get in here, man. Remember when Final Fantasy 13 was announced for the Xbox? Oh my fucking god!
That can't happen. How dare they let them do that?
Final Fantasy was always a PlayStation franchise. They said this.
Always a PlayStation franchise.
Carlos, remember that shit, man? That shit was crazy.
Yeah, I mean that news was so big that when Metal Gear went to the Xbox, people weren't as surprised.
That's right.
So that I think that was one of the biggest megatons ever in gaming history, because
that was huge.
No one expected it, even though like you guys mentioned, Final Fantasy used to be a Nintendo franchise. Then it just went to Sony and PlayStation, and then it's like, it's going multi-platform, and then people lost their fucking minds, man.
I remember it had to be fake. This dude was talking about how he's gonna commit suicide and shit. That he felt, but like his whole life meant nothing. Like, yo.
I remember that dude crying. The Nintendo shit. Remember the crying guy?
Zelda. Yeah. They were crying over Zelda.
Then if this is what you're crying about, you got other shit to cry about. Because pretty sad.
Yo, those guys are pathetic. Get some pussy, please, man. Jesus Christ. All right, let's move on. Tumeke. All right. If you were to design a historical game that is not based on the usual themes, Vikings, feudal Japan, anything done in Assassin's Creed, where would you set it, and what type of game would it be? Good question, brother. So yeah, history game. Adam, remember, no World War II.
I would do it as the sort of kind of like, actually like Assassin's Creed, but I would do it like sort of the ancient Mayan, kingdom.
Oh shit!
Yeah, man, it'd be pretty crazy because it's like there's jungles, and then there's ocean. There's there's a lot of pyramids and everything, and it's like there's I guess you get to tell the story of why the Mayans sort of went down, like because that part of history is not really explained. Like nobody knows why the hell the Mayans went down. There's a lot of different cities with pyramids and a lot of other stuff, and it's like it's uninhabited. And people found it like that. So yeah, that kind of thing. Either that or sort of just a more in general, like the history of Mexico, and like you get into there's so many fucking tribes that colonized Mexico, and there's we talked about the Mayans, there's the Aztecs, there's the Mexica tribe, there's so many things that you can talk about, and so many legends also about the history. And then you get to reach to the the Spanish arriving and fucking everything up. So yeah, I don't think, I mean, I don't think there's any game that really covers that kind of part of history.
Yeah. For me, one of the piece of history especially now I've been really interested in is called the Bronze Age collapse. Right. So this is basically around like the year 1187 BC. Right. Basically around the Mediterranean. Right. The eastern part of the Mediterranean, you had all these civilizations living together. Right. And they pretty much had a global society very similar to what we have. Right. These are the Mycenaeans, which are the old school Greeks. You had the Egyptians, you had the Hittites, you had the Babylonians, you had all these guys working together.
Byzantine Empire?
No, this is before that. This is way before that, you know. Wait, this is before the Persian Empire. This is before all that shit, you know. So basically, within the span of 40 years, this is 2 lifetimes basically, all that shit came crashing down, and nobody really knows what caused it. Right? There's, I'm not gonna get into the whole history, but there's a lot of things that happen at once, and basically you could have been born at the beginning of this shit and lived to see the end of the world that you grew up in. So it would be cool to see a game take place in that, and so many different environments. You have the deserts, you have the Greek coast and all that shit. It would be really cool to explore that. Like, and here's the thing I want them to really go into: the Bronze Age weapons. No game has really done shit like that. Like, it's always iron weapons and shit. Even with the Assassin's Creed games that take place in the Super Past, it's still the like the Iron Age and shit. Like, I want to use fucking bronze weapons. I want to see chariot battles. That shit would be fucking nuts. Like, oh, by the way, you know what else happened during that time? A little thing called the Trojan War. Like, imagine playing that shit. It would be insane. Another little event. Moses leading the Jews out of Israel, to Israel. All that shit happened in that span of time within like 200 years. Obviously, if you got to go out a little bit, but like, and then the whole thing of like the sea people, these motherfuckers that are just from all those different countries I mentioned, just banding together and just taking shit over. That would be a crazy game. You could make a whole trilogy out of that shit. So that's what I want to see. All right. What about the rest of you? Brad, I'm going to you because you're a big history guy too. What would you like to see in a video game historical setting that hasn't been seen before?
Man, like, I don't know. There's a lot of really interesting stuff, but there's
America in the 2020s.
No, I tend to prefer more ancient history. So the problem with that kind of becomes there's not reliable sources the further back you get. But what would be really cool would be like as you get back into the ancient Celtic book of history, like it gets into like all kinds of crazy shit. Like they went to war with like a Fey race that was like half magic. And then there was like the Furbolgs, a giant race of redheaded people. Like, so kind of think a God of War approach to that. I think would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to answer. Gameplay, Assassin's Creed, that works. But not as like fantastic. Like, I want here's the thing. Like I said, actually no, fuck that. Gameplay like Ghost of Tsushima. I want it more grounded. Even though those people believed in a bunch of gods, I don't want any of that. I want it to be real and gritty and raw. Like Ghost of Tsushima. You can't just swing around. You're gonna get fucked up. What about the rest of you guys? History games. Colonial period.
But the true story. And
okay.
See,
not Assassin's Creed 3, right?
Yeah, no. Some other shit, but just really what happened with the Dutch and how they settled with New York, and then what happened when the English got involved, and where they brought the Germans and the big battles that were taking place, and then we're trying to work around with the different tribes, and then they were having their own issues, and it was a lot. It was very complicated at that time. There was a lot going on, and I think it would be great. It would be massive if they covered something like that. I could see multiple versions, but yeah, that would be fun. Definitely be fun.
Right. Manny, anything?
Actually, stuff that is. I would actually like to see some more stuff that I'm not fully familiar with. I would like to see some more stuff in Japan.
He said no Japan though.
No Japan?
No Japan.
You know what? Let's go with another. I'm gonna go with let's go with the African. Excuse me, not the African. The like South America stuff. Like again, Mayans, the other ones. So what are the
Incan?
Other
Incas and shit? Yeah.
Like going with those sorts of cultures, because I feel like we're so embedded inside of Western culture. We're always sort of like, hey, it's the Romans, it's the Greeks, it's the it's the Vikings.
The Norse mythology part.
Norse mythology. These last few years, it's been all about Norse mythology. So yeah, I want to see something a little bit something that we're not fully familiar with.
All right, Chris.
You know what I've always been curious about? The Roman invasion of Britain. So that would be some interesting. If you could piece together the history, because it's that's sort of like England's version of Ghost of Tsushima, right? Here comes the Romans invading, and then you have the Britons there, and then how the Romans kind of, did their conquest of England, and then how Roman kind of culture and stuff kind of mixed into that. I've always been interested in that stuff, so that would be good to see in a game. And probably Assassin's Creed gameplay is pretty good. Like if you play it like that.
Oh, I forgot to do the gameplay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Ghost of Tsushima one side, semi-open, open world thing. More of a more solid fighting ability rather than sort of just mashing buttons.
Yeah. All right.
Man, it'd be pretty crazy if you get to play and you get to travel by Machu Picchu. That should be pretty sick.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they haven't done that shit in video game. What the hell are they doing, man?
Yo, man, Apocalypto.
The one that has to do our fucking history.
Yeah, Mel Gibson has to do the history.
Yeah. I just realized the game I want could only be really done on PS5 because you have to think about it. You have a game where you could sail through the Mediterranean, go through a desert, go through forests and shit. Man.
Shit, remember 1942? That was great. A lot of people got pissed. They didn't like that version of Columbus.
Oh, the game? 1492.
1492.
I was about to say, 1942 is a fucking Capcom game,
Well, there were two Columbus movies. 1492 is the what's this one? The
French
Scott one.
Big nose.
Yeah, it's the Ridley Scott movie. Yeah. Conquest of Paradise. That one.
Yeah, no one liked that one. Well, a lot of people got upset. They were like, "That's not the true." No, he wasn't that. No, he did. He was not mean. He was a good guy. This is not true.
All right. Anyway, Brian, what about you, bro?
I'm going to take it back, all the way back to the Stone Age.
Oh.
Now, come on. Now, that will be interesting. One, because I'd love to see how people are going to react to the fact that the term homo is being used so often. It's going to be brilliant.
Well, they wouldn't say that. They'd be like, ooh,
In the subtitles.
Yeah. By the way, Brian, I would like to direct you to a little game called Far Cry Primal. A game, I love that game just because of the fact I'm like, I've never played a game in the Stone Age before. This is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Or the game Ancestors, right?
Yeah, the people in the chat are saying Far Cry Primal. There you go.
I never played it. I fell off after Blood Dragon because I'm like, I don't really want more Far Cry. I'm good.
Play it. If you want a Stone Age game, play this shit, man. I'm telling you.
But I just don't want to play a Far Cry game. That's the problem. I'm just tired of Ubisoft's formula. It's just, so yeah, something like that. And here's the kicker: you use the Frostbite engine, because can you imagine just how insane it will be? Just like destroy the building. Well, I say the buildings.
No buildings.
Structures that they had.
Yeah.
It'd be insane. Like you take it apart like a pillar, and then the whole thing just crumbles in on itself. Like, oh man, that'd be amazing. And again, you can't have guns. You just have like
spears, man.
Spears, possibly. Just a small rock, a big rock, and a giant stick. It'd be
Brian,
awesome.
You're getting me. You make me want to replay Far Cry Primal right now because you could do all that shit in there and ride a motherfucking saber-tooth tiger just cause.
Oh, can you just imagine just being there, like the moment when man discovers fire? Like that'd just be insane.
Ooh.
You're supposed to do it right, though, Brian.
What's up?
It's like I just want to see the part where man gets to create fire for the first time. Because why the hell not?
Yeah.
Well, this is a case of like, it just I think that'd be cool.
That would be awesome.
Just don't get much Stone Age stuff. I know why, because there's not much you can do with it, but it's so cool. Like the idea of like this is the point at where civilization was starting to become a thing. It's like people.
I'm gonna make it my mission now to get Brian to play Far Cry Primal. Brian, all that shit you want is in that fucking game. It's all there.
Gift that shit.
I can. I have it on PC. I can't gift it to you.
Oh, I know what Brian's gonna say. Brian? Can I guess?
You have there's one or two things that you can say. I'm sure that you're going to get right first time. Go for it.
Witcher 3.
Yeah, you're gonna make me play the
Yes.
Witcher. Oh well, guess you're not playing Far Cry Primal then.
It's so close.
Oh,
You know what, Tony? You can play. Oh no, you have it on PC. I was about to say that you can play it on PS4, PS5.
Yeah, no. Why the hell would I play the Witcher 3 on console? I'll play that shit on PC, baby. You know.
Because CD Projekt Red, I'll give you a free upgrade.
You know what? You know what, Brian? You know what? This is what we're gonna do. Because I do plan to play the Witcher 3 eventually, one day, one of these days. So when that happens, you need to play Far Cry Primal.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Here we go.
We'll see.
If finally don't play The Witcher 3 after so long.
Yeah. Because they get the upgrade. Isn't an upgrade coming soon for PC?
I don't know if they get the upgrade as well because I actually have no idea. I thought it was just for consoles.
Yeah. Either
me
way.
check.
So yeah. Okay. So when the day comes, when I play Witcher 3, you will play Far Cry Primal. But here's the only thing is you have an advantage over me. You're gonna be done way before I am. You know. Far Cry Primal is like 40 hours. You know, if you do everything. But Brian, you're gonna get to hunt elephants, bruh. Not regular elephants, by the way. Woolly mammoths.
I'm gonna say mastodon.
And Brian, all you have is a fucking spear. Oh, that game is so good. By the way, but the thing is, you know what? I'm not gonna spoil it. It's fucking good. You know. Oh man. By the way, quick aside. I remember I reviewed that game because I got the code early and shit. I reviewed it. Because a lot of big sites didn't understand the game, right? So they didn't really score very high. I scored it mad high. It was for the Coalition, and they were saying I got paid off. Like, oh, you got paid off by Ubisoft. I was like, I wish I got paid off, you know? But here's the funny thing. I was the one who had the last laugh, even though the game didn't review very well by a lot of sites. People bought this shit. They loved the game. Regular people love the fucking game, you know? This was great. Dude, you get to be a caveman version of He-Man, right? You're riding a fucking saber-tooth tiger with a spear. Fucking awesome, you know?
I don't know how accurate that was to caveman ways, but sure.
Yeah, sure. It worked for me, you know. But it was cool though because like when you're playing the beginning of the game, you're being everything's fucking hunting you, you know. But once you learn the ability to tame animals and shit, it's so satisfying to have a saber-tooth tiger roll up on you. And then your saber-tooth tiger is like, "Word, we gonna do something about this." And the other guy's like, I'll back off. I'm good, you know. The woolly mammoths don't give a fuck if you got a saber-tooth tiger or not. They will run at your ass, you know. Oh, and the elephant graveyard, Brian. Oh, man. You're fucking me up right now, man.
All you gotta do is play The Witcher 3.
All right.
And yes, the news is the next-gen upgrade is for all platforms. Apart from Switch, for obvious reasons.
Yeah. You know.
PC, PS5, Xbox.
All right, that may be my time. Brian, here's the question though: how much of it do I have to play? Because like, what if I hit that snag that a lot of people had? Like, they played like, oh, this combat sucks. Like, how much of it do I have to play? Like, do I have to play the equivalent of what it would take you to beat Far Cry? Is that how much I have to play of it?
I was about to say, I think that would be fair.
All right, yeah, that is fair. So I have to play at minimum 40 hours then. All right, fair enough.
Throw a coin to your Witcher.
But yeah, right. All right, man. And the final question of the night is from John R. Christ. Right. This one's interesting. Adam, I want you to pay attention to this one specifically. Actually, you too, Chris. Oh shit. Because now we got two fathers here. Father. Right. The guys who know, Carlos, I don't know about you, brother.
Well, actually, I don't even know if I'm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know, man. You know.
So many damn times. It's like they're trying to reach him.
10 years from now, this woman's gonna roll up on Carlos and she show him a kid that looks just like him.
He's gonna be playing on PS4. Somebody's gonna tell him, "I am yo, Dad. What up?" It's like, oh,
give me the upgrade with the PS7 at, man. All right. I'm someone that can, for marital reasons, buy one console at launch and buy the other one later. I go back and forth between which to primary and which to wait on. The PS5 will continue to have amazing exclusives, but the Xbox Series X allows me to bypass a graphics card upgrade. I intend on dropping a PC as a platform again for marital reasons. So what's your take on each console from the view of someone in my position? So he's basically a married guy, budget, so what should he do in his case? He could only afford one console at a time and no PC at all for him.
I have a funny answer, but he's not gonna like it.
Actually, you know what? Let's hear the funny answer first, and then you guys go.
Because you
are
are
constrained.
Because you're constrained because of your wife, then leave your wife.
Oh, no!
Look, if she's holding you back, then hey, like, come on, like we talk about this for consoles. Like, you drop the weaker one, so you drop what's holding you back, right?
Damn.
See, that's the thing. They all can say yes, but they're all saying it in their heads.
Oh no, Brian, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%.
No,
consoles before women. Oh, you're crazy, man. You know, if she makes you happy, though, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't listen to Brian. Man, Brian, you upset her? She walked out of the room on him, man.
Yo, Brian almost made me knock my mic down, man.
Yeah, that can't happen, man. That was a lot of money right there.
So then I almost made Carlos drop the mic.
Yeah.
Yo, man.
Okay, but seriously, it's a tough one because it all depends on who's playing it most and where the IPs lie that you'd like to play.
He didn't mention anything.
Well, he said that he knows PlayStation's gonna have exclusives, but the Xbox has a Game Pass, and that's enticing
but
too.
He didn't talk about any franchises that he follows that he's looking forward to the next version.
John, he's in there, man.
What do you play right now?
Yeah, what are you playing right now? Hopefully, your wife isn't beating you up right now. What do you play on? What are you looking for? Like, what types of games do you like? Just to help us help you out, you know. He said, he just said all of them. Okay.
If he's that general thing, just go with the Xbox, get the Game Pass service, the Ultimate, and then just live it up. Just have fun and enjoy and then live life.
I'll agree with that because that's a better value for him.
Yeah. I agree with that. He says I have a PS4 Pro and an Xbox, and he enjoys both of them equally.
There you go.
Okay, so if you're on a budget, Xbox, get an Xbox. Actually, if you're on a budget, get the $300 joint, right? And Xbox Game Pass, and it's coming with xCloud too. You're good to go.
It's coming with xCloud, and it's backwards compatible.
Yeah.
And you can get all those games that all those the multi-platform games that you want on there. So go with the Xbox.
That makes sense.
Oh, okay. He's gonna get the S. He's gonna get the X. He said. All right. So
So there you go.
Okay.
You're set.
Yeah. All right. Well, okay. You're welcome. He says thank you guys. Okay, we helped him out. Awesome. That's what we do on Throwdown, man. We help people out. You know.
Oh, and also do not divorce your wife.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, if she's a good woman to you, bro, stick with her. You know.
But if she buys you like a PS5, then marry her again.
I wish this was Throwdown a couple of years ago. I would have said something, but I can't. You've
been saying some shit, Tony.
No. This is a little bit more forceful. You know.
I can't hold back anymore. I can't hold back because it's a little thing that always makes me. You always do this where you bring that up and say, "If I could, I can't." Don't even say that. Then. Save it for the episode. Like, this is what I would have said. Because once you do that, you leave that door open, and then everybody wants to know what you were going to say.
Yeah, but that's how you keep them coming back. Because they're like, is Tony going to say it this time? Is he going to say it? It's called showmanship, Adam.
You never said it. Showmanship is if you're going to lead into it and then eventually say it. You're never saying it.
Yeah. Adam's upset right now.
Oh man, you
so much. It's like I hate it whenever. If it's like watching a show and it's like, oh, guess what I'm going to talk about? Oh, I can't talk. It's like, you know what? Fuck you. And
man, Adam don't like to be teased, man.
Hilarious.
I don't like you for anything. Just say it. If you're gonna say it, say it. If not, it's even better afterwards because then you're like, guess what I was gonna say? I was like,
he's like, oh shit.
And you tell us.
Yeah, but it's to illustrate the fact that censorship sucks because we got away with a lot more shit back in the day. Can't do it anymore, unfortunately. You know. But I at least got that reaction out of you. That made my night. That was fucking hilarious. Even though it pissed you off. That's right. I do that shit at least twice a show. That is true.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then you really emphasize. You go, and I'm like, why? Why you do? Because I'm sure there's other people that are listening. I'm like, is he gonna say it? I mean, he looks like he's got something to say. What's he gonna say? Yeah, and then they can go through the whole thing. Well, thanks. We'll see you next week. I was like, what the fuck?
Hey, you know, hey, at least people in suspense, man. Will he say it? Will he won't say it? Stay tuned for the next episode of Throwdown and find out. Yeah, man.
And it never comes.
Be good to your wife, man. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Give her some extra love, you know. I'll just leave it at that.
You know, because frankly, all these other products, they always drop in price and other things, but a good woman, you can't always find that. So
I noticed the Switch wasn't an option.
Well, you know, he wants a real console. That's why.
But the Switch has everything on it. Why?
Well, he just said he doesn't want to give console. He said it.
Well, your Switch is portable. You can take it to the couch.
You can take that Project xCloud anywhere.
You can take it anywhere. You can even watch movies on the couch with your wife and play video games at the same time.
Or if you listen to Brian, you could take it to your lawyer's office.
Exactly.
Oh man!
In fact, that's the worst thing you can do if she's watching a movie and you would take out a Switch. You get smacked for that shit. That's like you're supposed to be spending quality time, and you're over there fucking playing Mario bullshit. Nope, don't do it.
He says that he already has a Switch, and he says playing the Outer Worlds on it, not so much.
No,
I heard you.
No bueno. No bueno.
Yeah, he has the light too, you know. But even if you had the regular version, it would still play like Dookie, you know.
Dookie.
Yeah, man, bringing it back. Remember that shit from back in the day?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, man, we're done here. So plug shit. Manny, what you got, man?
Well, you know, nothing right. I mean, the usual stuff. You know, pick up my Dark Knight metal from DC Comics. So we just did that. It's a bird, which is free on Comixology if you want to check that out. Also, Excellence is out right now, and there's something else that I can't talk about. That's
It's called
Adam, you get mad at him too. He can't talk about it.
Can't talk about it. But
no, you just said a bird is free. Is it free or is it bird free?
It's a bird is free on Comixology. You just look for It's a Bird.
Okay.
That's the name of the comic.
That's the name of the
name
of the story. Yeah.
The name of the story. Bird is free.
I thought it's a plane.
Is it?
What?
I don't.
No. Come on, Tony. I thought you would have.
It is Superman reference.
It is a DC Comics thing, and it is a sort of DC Superman reference, but it's something totally unrelated and not superhero related.
Uh-oh.
So I mean, it's a thing. You can go pick that up for free. So why not? And then all the other stuff. And I can't say yet if I'm going to be doing Throwdown Draws this Friday, but it is sort of looking like that. Especially since I finished a big project off last Friday. So we'll see. I'll keep you posted on the next episode of Throwdown.
Good stuff. Adam, man, what you got, brother?
We got some other things coming up on the Coalition, and one of the other things is doing a review for the Battlegrounds, WWE Battlegrounds. That should be fun. So another wrestling game. That's like arcadey, almost like WWE All Stars. They're because they can't do 2K, the official simulation version, because of all the issues that they had with development. So they skipped a year. So instead, now we have the people that did the NBA Playgrounds. If you're familiar with that team and that style, well, they're working on this wrestling one. So they all have sort of like the bobblehead design and stuff. It still looks fun. So look forward to seeing a review and discussion on that. I think we're also going to do a podcast covering that. And I think we're going to get a developer. Something's going on. We're trying to work something else out with them.
Yeah, real quick, I want to give John Christ a shout out for the bits, brother. So he gave us 200 bits, and he said, I didn't catch the whole message, but he said that he hosted a podcast, and he says that's difficult. So he gives us props for doing this shit twice a week. Yeah, man, we don't miss an episode either, brother. We do not miss an episode here on Throwdown.
By the way, John, quick plug. We're going to be doing 3 podcasts this week.
Oh, that's right. Oh, thank you, Carlos. Your boy almost forgot, man. So, yes, on Wednesday, as we talked about, will be the big Sony showcase, right? That's going to be 4 p.m. Eastern, and we will be live streaming our reactions, people. You already know how we get down, man. So it's going to be whichever one of us is available, a couple of guests, the usual. So it'll be very interesting,
Is that gameplay? Is that gameplay?
Oh, man. I can't wait. So, yes. So, yeah, you're right. Wednesday, 4 p.m. Eastern, right here on Twitch. It's going to be nuts, And I believe that's that for us, man. So, yes, make sure you follow us on Twitch and Twitter. Subscribe to us on YouTube and join our Discord. Follow us on any podcast app by searching for Throwdown Show. And visit throwdownshow.com to listen to past episodes. Links are located in the description below. Once again, our show is Tony Polanco. And tonight I was joined by Emilio Lopez.
See you later, guys.
Chris Seeley.
Hey, take care, everyone.
Carlos Romero.
I am Negan. Adam, did you get that?
Nope. I was going to call you earlier, too.
Oh, shit.
Find out. Now you got the mic now. Probably it's not even better.
You know, you just want to hear that voice, you know. Adam Vale.
Have a good week, everybody.
Brett Murdoch. It's been real, party people.
This is
party people.
And Brian Manjoma.
I'm tempted to buy Kingdoms of Amalur again.
Oh, that was garbage.
Oh, you reviewed it, didn't you, Adam?
But someone else on our site, reviewed it. They like, fucking hot trash.
Oh, damn.
Oh, wow.
Hot trash.
All right. Anyway,
like,
we'll save that for the
That's
Yo, anyway, we'll see you on Wednesday, people. You know, Wednesday and Thursday. You already know. Peace out.
Yeah.
this is
Latest.